they fail we your body. All man don't stand at his attention. All man want make impression. What me go say? Watch me back. Look how I becky. Tomorrow you only don't know. Today only till morning. Everybody waiting for me. They cool like hot for the rest of fire. Baby I know more but enough for me. But we know how government they run. Una be say una know. But una explanation don't become boring. You make a one for sleep. Baby I know more but enough for me. Frustration they climb the mountains. On my back to empty. From one stress to the next thing, make man them colomenting. Got a man then they come, got a man then they go. The people in life in the same. So we no get for tired for complain. Although them don't begin say we glad. When I joke down the joke, so we the crumble to toss to them full enough for me. I no care play to a hungry man. A hungry man is an angry man. Now the same boy in talk say 6 months, you know fix the economy. Let's see no more. Now the same man come back and give up from. When I say when I get all the solution, but we don't understand any longer. When I been say when I get this, it's easy. When I mentally advance. Where all the book man them work, when I mean the talk say ready for the dance. And everybody talk to the bar, when the talk say only the fish. I been finance. Where all the idea them, we go make we live like family. Where the rest soon they plan. The seed not they grow, I shut a band. When I not tell me but no degree, when I show if una sabi, silly not in a hospital. See when they get up, when I not tell we but no degree, show you what thing na sabi. The economy still shitty, life of citizen shitty. If not quality education, make una picking them can't say stand. How long will I go the pants talk no more na they talk. If not ordinary talk, by now man them for the shock. How man they still get to work, now that they deliver on a buy party begin. Man them must have been make one soak, now when they get to work ma on a the time party them. They can't wait set for a man when they hand on team them say lots. See the worker and they strike, when they hold their money they don't want pay them. Tell me if you not go like, now una them they do so. He don't say where they want bluff, money for everybody want them go buy no to buy.
From what I know, the government purchased 30 brand new SUVs.
Okay, you the other one.
No, those vehicles are not brand new SUVs, all 30 of them.
Okay, you the other one back.
Only 4 SUVs for these regional coordinators.
Okay, well now you this one back.
There are no SUVs. We call them Toyota Prado.
Well, and how do you put them lost? Then why ain't come by packet? You cannot give what you don't have. If you are not, you are not. Oh, be patient, then this gone, cause then let them not 20 guarantee. Nobody don't care, then just go let them so that 20 guarantee. And now the Muku them boss. Then why I come by packet? Put another Muku boy, we want come in area, then my party. All these Muku boys just to shake people and them treat fatter. Don't be police and no SD. And just they harass people unlawfully. Put another Muku boy where they pop and down with gun in his slave. Put another Muku boy in his bridge can name me hard family name. What in the bad they do, the fine one, now that lock and put me. What in do the soldier man? Why were the people like vote for? Where the discipline talk? For the government to carry on after hours. Where the discipline talk? Man they don't begin they go anyhow. Where the discipline talk? Some man they do the work, then they eat money no more. Where the discipline talk? They just they bill no more. But all that they back the man who say I'm not justice. They begin give me. Be back and they back.
Welcome to Salon for All and Voice for All Network Television. I am your host Khadija Tijan Nabi. I did take a break. I want share. And I said go ahead and share. Then when they come back, we get so much for discuss. So much. And I want to take this opportunity also on behalf of the entire team, na Salon for All, Voice for All Network Television, for extend with sincere condolences to one of the musicians known by Roxy. We sing the how you call it again, Waterside Stone, and so many other good tunes them by this young lady. May the soul of him mama rest in perfect peace. We get a lot for discuss. When I say a lot. But at the pause, now sending her back again to one of my favorites, of course, by Emerson. Then I continue for enjoy, and then with the camera right back. And I thank you. Yeah, the devil is a liar. We don't begin to get glitch. I put the music first and
New definition for the horticulture. We know a new name ceremony for the horticulture. You want to they do a thing, you they criticize, then you want call and change. Man, when they wise up every day, why gonna so the eyes then they open. If you now want to not speak all kind English, or wanna say we they talk rubbish, you not go every night, every morning. Anybody able to into.
uh-oh. I'm sorry, oh. Okay, let's see.
go na the bank. You know the near poverty no divine. Yes, if I didn't make like a ranka, all of me solution.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Salon for All and Voice for All Network Television, where every voice matters. I am your host, Khadija Tijan Nabi. Always ready and determined to bring you current events from home and abroad. What to expect, wide focus or range of topics from political, family, relationship, empowerment, breaking news, both local and international, emergency topics, entertainment, both local and international, comedy, event affecting our various communities, political debate, educational session, exclusive interview with either local or international celebrities or high profile, showcasing up and coming artists, entrepreneurs, philanthropists. If it is happening, we're here to be that voice and the network to show it. If you have a story, let's share it, build it, and show it. Let us be your voice. Stay tuned to Salon for All and Voice for All Network Television for more. Do not forget to subscribe to our Facebook page, our YouTube page, our Instagram page, and our Twitter page. And also feel free to visit our website. We thank you all for being part of the Salon for All Network family.
It's never too late
No matter where you there, you could be somebody.
Back in my belly. I'm a back in my belly. Yeah, LFG number one, yeah. When you dey back for make you way, nobody not gonna know you name. When you dey hustle night and day, just for butter you brave and say you not nobody. Mr. Nobody. Then call you nobody. You not somebody. Somebody, yeah. Boy, I hustle over me, yo. Nobody not be happy with the bones, yeah. Some say I go die, oh, but I got get me life, oh. Now I dey smile, oh. Bad man, they sad, oh. They Mr. Nobody, well Mr. Nobody done that to somebody, yeah. They Mr. Nobody, the baby they not, they call my name, yeah. Me phone the ringo, everybody want jolly, oh, hey. The bella turn polio, everybody want for me, oh, hey. Nobody, they pop champagne in a me bungalow. You dey flex for make you way, nobody not gonna know you name. When you dey hustle night and day, just for butter you brave, they say you not nobody. Mr. Nobody. They call you nobody. You not somebody. Let me go na the bank. You know the near poverty no the wine. Yes, if I dey make like a ranker, all of me solution then na me bank as me I dey spend high. Anything where I want na me life I dey buy high. Hey. The money where I get it, they circulate. The way I they spend it to accurate. No time for the bobo. Hard to get nigga done. I'm so dry eye. Shit. If you really wanna make it like me, you have to dry eye. Spend eye. When you dey vex for make you way, nobody not gonna know you name. When you dey hustle night and day, just for butter you brave and say you not nobody. Mr. Nobody. They call you nobody. You not somebody. Yes. Somebody, yeah. Chillin', no say not so light on. Anything you don't do in life, you forget pattern. When me be the vet, I need a chillin' dance lantern. Music give me money, I'm not Buju Banton. Everybody, this world is not a nobody. We were born to this world to be somebody. Believe in me for fame money. Me name no God, now where I find God. Okay, no fun, okay. See them go down the slip, so you not done cut it. Okay, no fun, okay. See them go down the slip, so you not done cut it. Let me go, sir. When you dey vex for make you way, nobody not gonna know you name. When you dey hustle night and day, just for butter you brave and say you not nobody. Mr. Nobody. They call you nobody. You not somebody. Somebody, yeah, nah.
Slim Nation.
Love is what we need, yeah. Sierra Leoneans. Love is what we need. We exalt the realm of the free. Great is the love we have for thee, yeah. Anytime they talk about sweets alone, no. About fake, anytime they write but mama's alone, yeah. Now we fall like we self, let we push we self. Let we know it we self, let we help we self. Oh no. It no matter who say you there. It no matter what you know you call. It no matter what you they think of. There is no place like home. It no matter who say you there. It no matter what you know you call. It no matter what you they think of. There is no place like home. Come on, let we left color and push forward. And it's gonna make we continue move forward. Papa make we left color and push forward. Hey, yeah. It gonna make we continue move forward. Now the party talk about new direction. Do you make we up and billion?
Na for that Narango, they don't go read book for Campo, Poli Bank, Kansi, Kumanti, Abracadabra, the money from finish shadows. As we pull dignity and the country, they go help and a bigger man place. Resting up 10 corruption, fine, one, they help and a book man place. When I look back, poor boy, just they run the end, then Lily cockroach. But the back with them and the business, say, no approach. Yeah, why they hot and cold, that's the quiz, they want revenge. They still a partner politics, only the tickles chicken, they want revenge. And I'm not that they find them 59 years to see like knock. Where this time give me some food, then they can give me some food. At the end of the day, put out a supper. Monday to Sunday, put out a supper. So we don't get small sense. Una column, una party people, then they reverse sweep and they vet. This don't make you when all they don't go. Una come on your back to the perfect. Una know they tire with full fair. Now how we go there with the seaman and they rise and up and the fed. Una push somehow and pass up. Una know they tire with full fair. Now how we go there with the lady for it and then they make a move the feds. Inside the party they get it. Everybody power hunger. Man they ready for sponsor the fed. For you divide and conquer. And we don't let the bumbo effect because of bread and butter. Party picking when still later was said na them party better. They na English to man and because all man say na them better. But the one we better and the one we not better. Now we all the end up suffer. Anyone will come with some with them just say na coconut. Anyone will come with some with them just say na coconut. The man they don't know say they go up and down with coconut head. They don't put sweets and they beat the dance coconut head. All them sharp bubble entity. Everybody dance to the coconut head. Sharp bubble entity. Steady they dance to the coconut head. It's a hustle, it's a hustle. Yes, so it is a hustle. Every day I get to my hustle, mental hustle. Them boys they're running, see them girls hustling, hustle to survive. Hustle, mental hustle. Young boys them brutal, young girls them brutal. Every day man in the brutal, every day man in the brutal, every day man in the brutal. Brutal for survival. Hustle, mental hustle. The kind of man in the team to survive. I know what man in the crew.
Hello once again. Welcome to Salon for All, Voice for All, Network Television. I am your host, Khadija Sijan Nabi. I can never get enough of this Emerson tune as in I can see. Even though I can one shy away from me that they come back to it. And we acknowledge the good people in the house. Mr. Arun Rashid Samura, welcome, sir. Madam Ruth Stevens, welcome, madam. Mr. TJ Truson J, welcome, sir. Mr. Kaloko, welcome. El Kaloko. Madam Portia Kanu, welcome. Madam Amanatu Sanusi, welcome, madam. Mr. Sama or Madam Sama Kuyate, welcome. Madam Ruth Stevens, I think I acknowledged you earlier. Welcome. Hey, my wonderful Madam Iman Ibrahim, welcome, madam. Madam Portia Kanu, welcome. Who else I don't left behind? Madam Saleh Kamara, welcome. Mr. Alex Smith, welcome. Madam Kanku Mansari, welcome, madam. Miss Rosalind Jean, welcome. My darling namesake, Madam Khadija Tusanko, welcome. What else? All right. Anybody who I missed there now, forgive me, so today I'm not going to see. Once again, I welcome to Salon for All and Voice for All Network Television. I am your host, Khadija Tidanabi. A lot today on the floor from there we discuss. Once again, I want to send condolences message to Rose, as he lost in mommy. The first thing we get a lot, like I say, for now we address. But there's a lot of noise, some that are relevant, some that are not relevant. And some of the one that were not relevant, we need to even, how you call them, we need to labor on them because there's a lot of things that we go continue for do. I want to tell the noise maker plenty thank you because it's obvious that the assignments we got give me, it really they come into passing, meaning that the voice for the voiceless, then the yeri we cry. If God say, "Namigo be that middleman for the cry of the for the voiceless," so be it. I will be defined by God and by the way the values where they don't instill in me, and how I decide for take those value and utilize them as a woman. You understand? So no one in efforts for puts me down or tarnish my character or that of me, even my family, is sufficient for stop me for do the work of God. I do not come here by me sabi or me know how. Before I face the wall, I don't surrender myself to God with prayer. For now, it bless me with wisdom, knowledge, understanding. As I dey deliver, for now, it choose me words them wisely, words them way it designed for bind we together as Sierra Leonean, irrespective of you tribe, you region, your political affiliation. I they always make dua for now, the Almighty Allah guide me before I facing her. So it's not me know how, and I humble by the blessing we give me, because you're talking about 7 million people. If you say today, na me own voice it go use, I dey pray that they use her in a way where it will be beneficial for me this world and next world, but most importantly for inner self as well. You inner being the Sierra Leonean, I cannot emphasize on the importance of us sticking together as Sierra Leonean. I cannot emphasize on us taking the bad eggs out of the good eggs and then try for copy the personality of the good eggs, not the bad one. At the end of the day, salon now we responsibility not only left to the officials then, whether it's the president, the wife, whether it's the first lady, but us as Sierra Leonean. And we do, when we see things that is not going right, it is our obligation and we right for speak truth to power. I do not believe in violence and or for say profanity for get me points them across. And I not go say I dey judge anybody, because we all get to our own style of delivery or how God want use we. But having said that, again, like I say, if up to this age, at this age where I don't day, with the blessing of God when I they guide me, with me the thing that way me family they don't instill in me, I know cause, I know sin up or fet or physically, verbally with anybody. I not believe saying and now I will come lower myself to that, and I know say God I they make the wow all the time. Now he humble me with everything where they do, now he protect me, now he guide me. Like I say, I don't know everything. I'm not perfect. I do not want to be perfect, and I know they try for present myself for be perfect. But I'm willing to open and embrace everything that is designed to bring me a better me. So having said that, as in I know, like I say, obviously the message they go around, I take myself say I'm a servant. If Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam from we on religion Muslim, as in I know we are religious tolerant, but I can only speak a little bit about the Muslim religion. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, we na the one we got choose, na the Quran, where he be saying, okay, forget any problem next wall, and I ain't get for big for we own sins them for make we get to where we need to go to, which is the heaven where we all pray for. Instead I go through challenges them. So who am I for now they not talk about, for now they not cause? There are only few things like I say I go address, but for say I they even give that individual or the individuals the platform for now they distract we focus, then no, I cannot do that. So one thing what they did was they share me picking in picture, and as in I know with humility and with God in blessing, many years ago, where we then president, the former president, His Excellency Dr. Koroma. This man I don't know I'm from Adam, and since then, from one meet him personally that day with his wife, and me picking in the middle way, like I say, with God in blessing, I not ask for it. The late brother Aziz called me from nowhere in the state of New Jersey as a single parent to say, in decipher, choose me on picking for welcome with president. I take the offer, the call with humility. I prepare me picking, and I say, of course, this now honor for me as a single parent, because there's so many picking them inside New Jersey. But if God's saying I'm you picking and choose, I take her with humility. I don't know what nothing but politics. I not been follow salon politics. God na me witness. I don't need for please any mortal man and left God. It's impossible. So like I say, I respect, I accept the offer, and from there me begin meet the president and the then first lady. Like I said, today the second part now for speak or the analysis of we former first lady, I will go into the into tour, but I will say I tell God thank you. So if they continue for use, then they say, oh yes, na APC, so this na an evidence say na APC person, it's so irrelevant, it's so childish, it's so immature, and I continue for go ahead and take it all around the world. This na a picture will be already in our Facebook, and every time when we begin the reach any milestone, whether it's graduation or in birthday. Some of you are a close friend of mine, they see I can share that picture there. So it's not hide, and it's not a crime. It's rather a blessing for a single parents. You understand? For out of many, then we get homes their way there with mama and papa, but then decide say then they I call them. Then choose me picking. I take out with blessing again. These are one of the many blessing where I need to take for granted. You understand? So then in a one, another thing, one of the thing where then they talk about, say, I work for Casco. Do you big when we done and I try for Google the word Casco and see USA is stand when it comes to the many good jobs or employers them in the world. Everything, every position where God puts me, I take out with humility. My very first job na this wonderful America at the age of 16, I begin knowing a responsibility. I work na Burger King. Yeah, from there I don't do all kind of job we think about. I don't get ministerial job where I the mean a manager for people them. I think I've been getting some of the experience to where I can say now we humble ourselves, because when you do bad, you if even with your staff that you do bad with them, you never know how the table will turn. So humility goes a long way. So I'm not gonna labor on that. So I've done that. I've worked in clothing departments when I did in high school. I've never been as a young girl in this country where I come at the age of 13. Like I say, I've always had those jobs. So nothing, nobody not go tell me whether it's you consider a job or a job. But one thing I tell God thank you, Islam say whatever it gets may be halal. So long ago I get in a halal way and not go nonsense myself, forget the income, or say somebody where they work halal money, they say, okay, Khadija, now give you this, then of course, alhamdulillah, not so bad money, you understand? So also you can laugh, you can celebrate, but trust me, Casco is one of the best. A day amongst the 100 best job in the world. You understand? And when you go any side, when you try for climb the ladder, for get that manager position, and mind you, some of the even the R in them, within the supervisor they make na Casco, sometimes at the price that of a LPN or RN. So it's one of the best. Yeah. So again, that's immaturity and whatever the case may be. Another thing again where this woman where I take as an auntie, unfortunately, we go give some bad, false information about me was a thing where they go around, they spend a bad rumor. Yes, I'm not going to go into the detail, but they spend this very bad rumor about me. Where that woman day at that very year, it meets me in a place where they call Walgreen, where he asked me that question. I bust cry. I say, wow, I cry. I felt very depressed. I called my spiritual leader. They said, left them. We know who you are or whatever the case may be. So for somebody like that, and let me address that woman here as well. Me homework come out, like I say, guided by God. We know it's in a respect. We know it's in you are the same age as that of me mother. So if me answer you back, it's answering me mom. So when this woman sent me that message, I want to be knowing and know if anything was to happen to me. The fact is there, is say that they will shut me down or whatever the case may be. A rather unfortunate, but mind you, this woman I go say it come up from a very nice family. I know the brother, we know it's Seth Naya, so I've always respect her and I will maintain that respect. Hence the reason why I decide for just block the number and shy away from the conversation. When I heard that, I was surprised. But this is the rather unfortunate signs them what we don't they go through in our country in terms of this unfortunately with this administration, with the continuous attacking, we do not believe say we forget civil conversation, civilized conversation, where if we're not going to agree on everything, but we'll meet somewhere. So unfortunately, that's what happened. And like I say, it is not enough to drag me down. And whatever it is that was written about me today, I try for shy away from it. I know the reader, I'm not going to be distracted by it. Because when you want to leave as an example or you preach peace, then you must, and I will never exchange words or even audio with that individual, because you're looking for negative attention that I do not have the energy to give, because I get too much for do with the platform, trying for think about things better for the community. The other thing I want to commend Madam Rachel, where happen to be, it gets a specific post now, the Sierra Leone People's Party, but when you talk about example of decent Sierra Leonean, okay, she reached out to me because they don't see the flyer, you understand, it give concern, say, hey, well, do you take her easy, blah, 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 because X, Y, and Z, which I know I'm going to detail, because she's a very decent Sierra Leonean. I give her kudos again. She's a good example for a first lady, and also first lady make her take this opportunity for tell you say that woman represents you well and represents Sierra Leone as a whole. She did not at any time try for attack me, but rather talk to me like a sister for say, okay, how can we reach a common ground? You understand? For see that we don't hear you concern. I tell them, I say, what I do is not out of malice. And the other rumors when they say, oh, the APC they pay me, it's so right unfortunate. It's right unfortunate. And now it's the time I sit down and look back and say, wow, are they by your way? They can call the name, say, then they pay them. I don't see say now. There's a lot of defamation of character working on at people in life. If people they not look into the into, you understand, you're not gonna know. And if I didn't go through what they did to me, and they continue to do for say me they get play, or are they play dirty, are they played in dirty game or whatever, and not for be ever know waiting other people then they go through, you understand. So it's rather unfortunate. I don't make them clear now, so nobody for say then people then they like I say with the example of the former president and his wife, the only time when I meet them at the time when me picking them again that honor day for receive when I've been the flower girl. Other than that, I not talk to that man day, I not talk to him wife since then. You understand? So, but like I say, kudos to Madam Rachel. She was very professional. First of all, he identified himself. He talked to me with all respect. So I tell you, thank you. I'm glad the way you not get a preconceived notion about me. Even when you had concern, you try for doing in a civil manner, And from there on, my goal was for come back in and say, make we just give time to the first lady, and we'll give them a time when will come, we'll continue to explain we pain where we don't go through as Sierra Leonean. For now, we'll see how we'll move forward, you understand. But unfortunately, right after that, now I get the attack from this me auntie, when I auntie Woogie, like I say, because of the connection and the relation we don't get. They say something, the age is not by wisdom or knowledge or understanding. It's not by age, you understand. So how you decide for live your life. If that woman, they were not in mommy to me, think about the relation, and know me here as a young girl, not ever know me as, wait, tell me, say, hey, you the attack with first lady. I say, hey, Auntie Googie, you don't know me as such. And that is not the case. I have no malice behind this, you understand. But when I begin to see the energy wasn't appropriate, I say, okay, I they call you back. That was the end of the conversation, So like I say, if members say me fall in the category of picking under them, and remember the relationship will get me go remember the relationship. She has a wonderful mother, it gets a wonderful brother, where instead na part of we leaders them na this community. So with that, I will hold on to that and not go ever subject myself to who side they not know me. I'm not going to become out of character because of waiting people they want. Many they question how honest I am, how there's a lot of words within the use against me, say the way they talk, or am I real? I am who I am. I'm not going for fake anything. But because you're not used to this type of character, you're not used to where you the cost person, they cost you back, hala hala, or they talk differently. Everybody get accents, even we in a salon. If you come out from the south or the east, we get accents, you understand? All that is part of educating we self. As community, as we they go along with the continue for educate yourself, So if the accent bother or the fact that the attack with cause, of course I was upset yesterday, then Allah can it's that kind of it's like Allah can into me say, hey, Khadija, what is your problem? You understand? You cannot say you the lead or you the try for leave as an example. You allow this distraction. Like I can say there's a difference between constructive criticism and one that is designed as pulling down syndrome. You understand? I have never come here and talk about the first lady without having authentic evidence for back up my statements. It's not making story, and I have always promote national cohesion. I've also always condemned anything that is designed to disrespect her, meaning in terms of like pornographic material of whatever the case may be. I've always condemned that. I have fought many battles for this woman without it not even know. You understand? So when they say integrity, I go always, by the grace of God, I go always put myself in that category. So I'm not playing any kind of game here, but I'm rather calling things as it is in the hope for now we see a better mama salon. So now make that clear. But I will not labor, and I want telling a plenty thank you in the peace loving Sierra Leonean stem, the wonderful Sierra Leonean stem of this platform. When I reach out to me, whether it's from through the Facebook, another wonderful man where I go and share in audio where I don't know I'm from nowhere. They don't they watch this platform. It tell me thank you of waiting for what they do, and also things that when they still the experience na Sierra Leone. That is one of the reason why I go play for people like we first lady, we presidents, when they continue for hear the voice and the cry of Sierra Leonean. Then they know say what I'm doing is from a great place, regardless of the box where they want puts me or the category where they want puts me. But again, if Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, it go through all this, who am I? Who am I? I'm just a servant of Allah, and I'm subjected to anything where in Allah puts me to. As long as Allah know who I am and I know who I am, I will just go with that, you know. So, but again, Auntie Rugi is right unfortunate. Again, you for be a mommy figure. So for now you go to that level, like I talk on the other audio for in our listen on WhatsApp, me or mama no will ever do that to you picking them. You understand? So but for now you go, you try forget Mr. Tiller, walk in the line for the first lady. Unfortunately, you're right, unfortunate. And with your right, I meant that because first lady also, like I've been telling her the other time, it called one of we young Gambian sister. Like I said, nobody we separate we or divide we as a nation, whether it's from Gambia, from Guinea, from Liberia. We are all parts of the Mano River Union. So nobody no go distract we or pull we together. So he called that woman for they come here attack me multiple times. But like I say, I am not battling anything with anybody. And she is also my sister, my Gambian sister. And what we first lady need for know is acknowledge, accept, make a change. You are the new direction. Follow the new direction. And let me remind you, not so long ago, a couple months ago, then put we all in the category of being 100 influential women in Sierra Leone. What does that mean, First Lady? Anything gets a price tag. Not to just forget the accolade and not live up to expectation. So I hold myself accountable. Khadija hold herself accountable. They're not going to put you in that type of category. Out of millions, 7 million, you get the opportunity for them to nominate you as one of the 100 influential. So me, by the grace of God, God will guide me for now continue for be that influential woman in a positive way. So what does this mean? Like I say, it comes with a price tag. What we say, especially you as a first lady, every statement you make is a policy statement. If you do not know that, you understand. When you have put in that category, it means that you carry yourself with respect and dignity. You do not talk about mob justice because you are trying to send a message to the younger generation that when things not go their way, now for them fit, them slap, then kick, and that is not. It's a recipe for disaster, and that's not the way we for communicate. We for learn, for agree to disagree in a peaceful manner. So if that hurts you or mean that put it in a category, so be it. But that's nomination. You understand? Whatever happened after that, that's another day, another story. You understand? But at the end of the day, we have been placed in that category. We owe nothing but respect to Sierra Leone. We owe nothing but for carry ourselves with dignity and class. So we will hold each other accountable, including myself. This platform is not designed for make now can begin to do trashy things, but rather for use and for benefit we as a nation. Another category where them puts me an award as the Mother of the Year. I take that very serious because through the God Almighty, He chose me for say me don't serve for the youth then as a mother, regardless of the age is irrelevant, but rather the responsibility I take seriously. Hence the reason why I will continue to use my voice on behalf of them, for the voiceless, and for many Sierra Leoneans, whether they are youth or they are not youth. Thank you so much. So I want to play this audio from this wonderful Sierra Leonean. And again, I be telling her plenty thank you after God in a make this wonderful platform for all in our words of encouragement from the Facebook, from responding or fighting me battle. I will call them some of the things that I could not respond to. You were there for me. I appreciate you guys and forever grateful. Whether it's from the WhatsApp forum, but I will not be distracted. If other people that don't subject themselves to being minister of mamikos, minister of social media, WhatsApp forum, I will not subject myself to that. No. I think I get some better energy and better things for give to Mama Salon. Electing a good talk, if so be it, I will do just that for help the development of Salon. Remember, look at you Mende sister today, you Mende brother, you Timni brother, and tell them you love them. Do not allow any politician to divide we as Sierra Leone, as a nation. They are wonderful Mende people. They are wonderful SLPP people. So do not go with that preconceived notion or put in a box. The same thing with the All People's Congress. They are wonderful APC people. They are wonderful Timni people. Do not go by the suggestion of the evil Sierra Leoneans or the evil politician where they divide we as a nation. We must say no to hate speech. And like I say, the other time I put my quote out there, the hate speech does not only subject it to us as Sierra Leonean or we the citizen, but also including the politicians them, starting from the head when at the president. You cannot condemn hate without first leaving the example of condemning hate speech. You understand? If we don't pull flyers them, we don't condemn the hate, we don't talk say we they stand against hate speech, then one of the things them like I can say where we first lady for utilize in wall for now for bring those message. And like I say, when I share Mrs. Sia Nyama Koroma in contribution to Salon, I believe say many of we go be proud for being a Sierra Leonean, because her place was not to come there and disrespect we. Her place was not to come there and divide we as a nation. Her place was not to go on her Facebook wall and say that she's grateful to the All People's Congress political party, but rather her position is to say thank you to Sierra Leone. Because at the end of the day, not only people that within an APC being served or being voted for a man. You understand? So if we first lady continue for use those type of language, we have a responsibility. Even in a way they inside the SLPP, and I not go say, and they sit down, and they laugh about this thing, and they divide we by a mouth. Because Sierra Leone is bigger than all of us. That place is only temporal. She's gonna go. The next first lady will go hold herself accountable. So while she's there, she needs to respect that office. You cannot divide us as a nation, because now God puts we. Now God decides say we all we go fall under by default inside Salon. And Salon belong to every one of we. Salon for all and voice for all. Salon now for we all. And every voice matter. I respect the grassroots, that mommy within our Congo markets. We don't know nothing but politics, but they find every way, every day. It is selling pepper for educate in Pekin. I respect them and for treat them with dignity and class. Because some of them not been get the education, but they don't pay to them Pekin now, they don't become parliamentarians. Or they don't become, in the example of we sitting president, where they talk about a humble beginning. So why we cannot respect Sierra Leoneans? Why do we have to use our mouth or with power where we dey in that temporal way power not only God it belong to? We dey still use them for divide we as a nation. We will say no to that and we go continue for saying no to that. So you can continue for put me in a category. You can continue for put me in a political party. You can continue for share me picking in picture where they honor me as a single parent and me picking. But it will not stop me. It will never put me in that category where I will respond back negatively and succumb or put myself into the level where some of it I don't put in myself. But the political party don't suppress even it as in a green, white, and blue. Right, unfortunate. I did take a break and I did come right back. And I thank you and welcome once again. Again, it's gonna be hot, so make I do some yago do yago do make I play the video first now that small. Be right back. Thanks.
Yago do, yago do bar, yago do bar, yago do bar, yago do bar, yeah, yago do bar, Madam Cross, yago do bar. Na then they mark, na then they sack, na then they appoint, so na then they disappoint, na then we bra, so we say a star. It's never too late. No matter where you there, you could be somebody. In my back, in my belly. I'm my back, in my back, in my belly. Alright. Yeah, LFG number one, yeah. When you there, facts gon' make you wait. Nobody not gonna know you name. When you there, hustle night and day. Just for butter you rain. They say you got nobody. Mr. Nobody. They call you nobody. You not somebody, baby. Somebody, yeah. Boy, I dey hustle over me, yo. Nobody not be help me with the bones, yeah. Some say I go die, oh, but I got them me life, oh. Now I dey smile, oh. Batman, they sad, oh. They Mr. Nobody. Well, Mr. Nobody done that to somebody, yeah. They Mr. Nobody. The baby then not they call my name, yeah. Me phone the ringo. Everybody want jolly, oh, hey. The bella ton polio. Everybody want for me, oh, hey. Nobody, they pop champagne in a me bungalow. Yeah. Let's go make you way. Nobody not gonna know you name. When you dey hustle night and day. Just for butter you rain. They say you not nobody. Mr. Nobody.
And I welcome back. I hope saying I enjoyed the Yagodu video. So now we go now to we First Lady in activity, in Facebook activity. Again, First Lady, the effort of sending people directly or indirectly to how you call them to distract me. It's not gonna work. So now, 3 days ago, First Lady in activity is say, what are 5 shocking truth about you? It say, and the one that we circle, an animal lover, a true foodie, basically somebody who like food, live a simple life, stylish and trendy, treats people with respect. Let's start with the treat people with respect. I think say maybe you make that just to, many go agree say just make that to basically satisfy you own how you call message where they try to give out there to people. Like I say on BBC is that at the end of the day the end product will be decided by not only God but by Sierra Leoneans as well, basically on how you don't treat we. So that statement is not correct. I don't believe you treat people with respect. And I believe, say, maybe down the line, that could be, this change coming. Like the one where I've been take here and commend you. That was, I believe, say, it was an interview or statement that was in line in terms of your mannerism, the message maybe they try to give out. But for say that, you they treat people with dignity and respect. Oh, yeah, treat people with respect. No, no, no. I don't think that is accurate. Stylish and trendy, that will be, they say to each his own. It will depend on, they say, beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. What I might think I look good, the next person will think, oh, no, no, no. So that is also a personal, how you call them, praise, or that of within maybe your husband would think. For me, I think you do dress well, but at the end of the day, other people will look at X, Y, and Z. In some areas, it might not, again, might not be in all areas in terms of your attires. But again, like I say, to each his own. Live a simple life, I believe, say that would be in the category of we former first lady, and nothing for safe or put you down. I don't mean any harm, but based on how you don't present yourself to we as Sierra Leonean, I believe, say that is not a person with a live a simple life. A true foodie, obviously, it means that's again somebody will like for eat. So obviously, I don't know, you eating habits. An animal lover, again, I don't know if you love animal or not. Again, you come back again and say the same thing in terms of excuse me, the JBS woman wings. And another thing where you put, talking also the other day on this platform, how basically we for be good to people and we don't know within anybody the battle. That is fact. So as you say, you kind of like you kind of like get somebody for put a collage together or then surprise you with a collage where basically says a lot of things where now from one of a guy where in a what's his name, Joe Austin, where I be done reading book where he full of positive things, positive things. So if you connect that with you giving us positive what's in the word, positive outlook or positive message now you wall, then again we will decide. But I don't think say all what you saying at that clip, it really, of course, then they try for lift you up or whatever the case may be, for now you not feel bad. But again, we goal here is not to make you feel bad, but rather to call things by their name. The other thing, okay, as you say, you talk about Mercy Foundation, and that is one of the brilliant work of the First Lady, the then First Lady as well. We'll talk about in a little bit, which is a great initiative. I believe, say, if you kudos to you on that one, if you use your wall for empower others like that, and or updates we in terms of those type of initiative or those type of fundraising or non-profit, I think say will be beneficial for you and for Sierra Leone. So also kudos to you on that one. And then the rest all wasn't really relevant per se. So now make we get to we then First Lady Madam Sia Nayma Koroma. I did a lot of research. I made a lot of calls. I also search the internet. I also get videos then today where they share with you for backup some of my statements where I will share with you. First of all, many, all, I would say all the one they were reached to. One thing we they say about the woman, of course, she's it gets an unassumed persona. A very humble. They always respect everybody we come around them. If in a go na the state house, it go welcoming her if na food, na drink, it go gina if your husband not there. Then when as soon as your husband come, when they begin discuss issue having to do with we country or whether na minister now or whoever now, that woman they take himself as a humble servant. He excused them. He allowed the president and in visitor for them get them private moments. Kudos to him. Again, Islam talk about humility. We are not perfect. Like I say, we all can make mistake. But Madam Sia Nayma Koroma want to you plenty thank you for so many things. Them you again we're country in a country of religious tolerance. You inside your family you get both the Christian and the Muslim, but in your case you're Christian, but you also give the example, the great example of that of waiting is prescribed for Muslim women, how they for humble themselves. we don't hear so many things. Like one of the things the way a critique, I call a critique the first lady on where he put say in the lock game by the woman then we want basically hey God, Madam Khadija, welcome. Oh, we don't see you. Yourself now one of the distractors them. Sidon, I ask you enjoy the show. If not, you continue for use abusive language. Um we go definitely take you out and not get you get you for distract with us. So so anyhow, like I just said, but yeah, go do better for real. So anyhow, so one of the thing where I've been saying was right unfortunate. If it's like taking your dirty laundry and bringing calm to Facebook. So there was a lot of things then what people then go to say, but this woman not ever using Facebook for say, oh, they can't log game by now, pa the woman they will want come, which is if me man or whatever the case may be. So then again we'll tell you plenty thank you for that day in terms of the compare and contrast. But I want to play some other I want to play some other how you call them some other video them. Then when they come back again, then I go analyze them step by step as I they play them. And I thank you once again. Make one thing with very very critical or important now in nation, of course, without national cohesion, peace. There's no way we go able for how you call for achieve we goal. Madam Khadija Kamara, make her play another one for ya. Now make you temperature count down first before they go to the actual video.
It's never too late. No matter where you're there, you could be somebody.
In my back, in my belly. I'm a back, in my back, in my belly. Alright. Yeah, I let you know my one.
When you dey vex for make you way, nobody not gonna know your name. When you dey hustle night and day, just for butter you brave and say you not nobody. Mr. Nobody. Then call you nobody. You not somebody, baby. Somebody, yeah. Boy, I dey hustle over me, yo. Nobody not be happy with the bones, self. Some say I go die, oh, but I got get me life, oh. Now I dey smile, oh. Bad man, they sad, oh. They Mr. Nobody. Well, Mr. Nobody done that to somebody, yeah. They Mr. Nobody. The baby they knock, they call my name, yeah. Me phone the ringo. Everybody want jolly, oh, hey. The bella turn poly, oh. Everybody want for me, oh, hey. Nobody. They pop champagne in a me bungalow. You dey vex for make you way. Nobody not gonna know your name. But you dey hustle night and day. Just for butter you brave. They say you not nobody. Mr. Nobody. They call you nobody.
My first question is, how do you see your role as First Ladies?
Thank you. How do I see my role as a First Lady? Perhaps let me begin by saying that I come from Malawi, and Malawi is in the southern part of Africa. It's bordered by Tanzania up north, Zambia in the west, and Mozambique in the east and southern part. Now to the question. I see myself as a wife to the president. I see myself as a mother to my biological children, as well as to the children that we look after in the house. But further to that, I also see myself as a mother to the nation, because everybody calls me Amai, and Amai means my mother, my mother. So who could not accept if you were offered children? Children are so sweet. So I see myself as a mother to the nation. But further to that, I also see myself as a campaigner of women's issues. Issues to deal with clean water, because we know that water is life. Clean water is very important, more especially for the woman. So I want to see women have clean water, but also issues of education. Education is very important for the girl child and for the women, so that they are able to make informed decisions and so on and so forth. We know all about that. But I also see myself having a role of ensuring that the women in my country have food in their homes. And I think these issues, they come natural to me, perhaps because of my background, the environment where I live in. You know, I think most women would take up these issues if they lived in a country like Malawi. Thank you.
Let me tell you that Callista was a member of parliament, then became a member of the president's cabinet, and then married. So she has a little bit of an interesting background. And the First Lady from First Lady Koroma, is it a different role in the last 10 years, the last 25 years, with regard to your being a First Lady?
Well, I would say over the past 10 years, Sierra Leone is coming out of a civil war. It is categorized as a post-conflict country. The state was devoid of a first lady simply because she died. Now, there is a vacuum. Even before she died, first lady's role was mainly humanitarian, charitable, and philanthropic acts. They were housewives who just supported their spouses, or they were just present on state functions. Yeah.
And I know that's not what you're doing now.
Yes.
Go on, tell them about it. What do you think your role is as First Lady?
Well, my role is very similar to my sister in Malawi. My nation call me Mama for short, because I'm the mother of the nation. I also regard myself as a grandmother of the nation and a sister to the younger females. The role is simple. I complement the president's efforts or my husband's effort. And because of our unique position of being first ladies, we can influence both the people and those who govern. As a result, I'm involved in a lot of advocacy work. I raise the awareness of any issue affecting the health and well-being of my people.
How did you figure out, both of you, what to focus on? First Lady Mutarika?
Thank you. I think having been brought up in that African environment and also seeing the problems that women face, especially having faced face to face with somebody, say, dying because of lack of medical facilities whilst giving birth, and also knowing some friends who have died whilst giving birth. I think any one of us, would take up that challenge to see to it that no one dies whilst giving birth. And also walking throughout the villages in Malawi on a weekday, and you meet a school-going child and you ask them as to why they are not in school, and they give you one of these answers: I am too hungry to go to school. That's why I can't go, because even if I went to school, I wouldn't be able to understand what the teacher will be saying. Or they give you an answer like, I have no clothes to wear to go to school. Or, I have no notebook to write on, no pencil to use. So, madam, I can't go to school. What would you do? You would be forced to do something about it. And therefore, I chose issues to do with safe motherhood, issues to do with vulnerable children, issues to do with the empowerment of women, because of what I face as a woman, of what we all face as women.
What do you find some of the barriers are that you have to overcome? First Lady Koroma.
Well, Sierra Leone is a small country, but 52% of the population are females. 70% live in the rural areas where they live on subsistence farming. There's a high illiteracy, high fertility rate. Women cannot make decisions about their health due to cultural barriers and norms and taboos in certain areas. For no reasons, girls are not allowed to go to school in certain areas. So these are all barriers. Communication could be a barrier. When you raise the profile a bit, technology is absent. We need help in those areas. And it's a male-dominant world. We still have glass ceilings to break. Women are still marginalized. Most of them are the rural poor, where the problem is. So there's a lot of barriers.
Also, I think there are many things that you alluded to them, that we don't think of. That so many girls don't go to school if they are menstruating. They don't have the facilities to do that. So much of a day in a woman's life involves time poverty, taking 3, 4, 5 hours to get clean water. What are some of the areas that you've worked on where you've found successes?
In Malawi, if we go to secondary schools, we find that girls' enrollment is only at 26%. So I made it a point that I go to secondary schools and inspire girls to stay in school despite all the problems. One of them is the one that you've just mentioned, that sometimes you don't find that there are enough sanitation facilities for the girls, and so they drop out. But another problem I think that we have in the country, and that I'm working on, is the fact that as we are seated in here, out of 100,000, let me start by saying 807 women out of every 100,000 dies whilst giving birth. And that is, if you put it in simple terms, that is about 1 in 8 or 1 in 9. Who wouldn't do something about it if you had the privilege and the position and the power, to be able to change that scenario? And that's what I'm doing at the moment. That's why I established the safe motherhood. But also, in a country of 14 million people, you find that about 1 million of that population is HIV positive. And about 1 million children are orphaned. and about 500,000 families are child-headed, meaning the oldest in the family is under the age of 16. Both parents have died. Would you not be forced to do something? Most of us would be forced to do something. So I'm working with vulnerable children as well.
And what results can you share with us?
Sir Leon, I have been an advocate on maternal health issues because one of the worst things that could ever happen to anybody is to die of childbirth or to lose a baby when you give birth. So I've been an avid campaigner. When my husband came to office in 2007, we had a maternal mortality rate of 1,300 per 100,000 live births. Our most recent demographic studies show that we have 857 per 100,000 live births. And that is due to the intervention of an office I've created, an office of the First Lady of Sierra Leone, which is a novelty. We've
Can bring best case practices together for the continent. Would you like to comment on that?
Yes. First of all, you had that question regarding whether the role of the First Lady has changed or not. And perhaps I would say it is changing, because the First Ladies of the past in Africa were not doing the sort of things that we are doing now. So we find, and people like yourself anyway, Women's Campaign International, Rockefeller Foundation, are in the forefront telling us that we, or the First Ladies of Africa, you now must realize that it is important to bear in mind the fact that you have to leave a legacy. So now the word legacy is coming into us, and we are learning to work towards ensuring that we leave a legacy after we have left office. And everybody wants a good reputation. Everybody wants to be remembered for something else. And that's what we are trying to do. We want everybody to remember us for the good things that we have done. So you find that we are now beginning to be changed people.
Thank you very much, both of you.
Thank you, Marjorie. And welcome back. I hope saying I love that beautiful video. Done in the very first of the many way I get for share with you now. As in I see in Abiwan, so like I say in I see the authentic, the counting can say proof in the pudding. One, let me talk about the mannerism, both of them. First of all, as the other first lady is from Malawi, and of course, Madam Sia Koroma, they represent we from the Republic of Sierra Leone. One thing I give kudos to, of course, they both represent well in terms of their mannerism. They were very humble, they kept that humility, even when if they talk about the former first lady we in take over, where now the late Mama Rebecca, at any time try for tarnishing character, even when it say okay at that time they more of like a philanthropist work, that type of thing, do charity, and then it stop there. Then they kind of like force some for bring out say, well, what's in now you they do in this 21st century, what's in I don't they do now, we're much more different from then. Even at that, it is speak on it with humility. He acknowledged the fact that we've been just done with civil war. There was a lot of challenges where him being for puts in big girls pants on for say it compliments. That was the beautiful word what he used. In role as a first lady is to compliment the work of in husband. Compliments. Either stand beside him or behind him, but not in front of him, not make decision for him, not make speech for him, but rather compliment him. I love that. I think that was one of the most beautiful words where that woman used. That is all part of humility. That is all part of her saying that I was not elected, but by default, I am now the first lady, and my role is to stand by and see that my husband succeed. It compliments. I'm here to compliment my husband's as the president. Wonderful. It also saying many they call him mama and all can say that mama na so they call him because waiting do a no say in the mommy for the nation. It also further say Ina also the grandmother of the nation. Then he also say I happen to be sister for the young one them. How beautiful is that? And not say for the All People's Congress movements, ladies them, but rather for Sierra Leoneans. He acknowledged that and he know in stand, he know usai in position as a first lady. It further go say, in focus now more for see that the issue of the people, Sierra Leoneans, not any political party, not any specific individual, but Sierra Leoneans. Is there any issue we come in terms of na in your place for bring awareness to that? He acknowledged say 52% of the population now woman. He making that. He also talk about the infant mortality rate wherein prior to them taking over, it be high. It's you notice say mommy then when they go born then they die or the pikin and they die or both they die. So it say enough in it does not need to be that way. It give you a specific figure where it say it was about 1,300, but by the time when it become active in that area for see that better things are done in that area, it dropped down to 857. Drastic, great I call them. Make her also letting her know say Madam Sia Nyama Koroma na person we also earn a master. It go school na ton. It been born na Yengama. It come out they go na Frabe College. Then from there, it also further in education at United Kingdom. So she's well when it comes to education, she's well sound, but at the same time, it's still not in place. So she always walked the ground with humility and say, okay, my husband God don't bless her with this, but at the same time, I for humble myself, me not the wife, me not to the president, and I'm not gonna ever be the man. Obviously, it show that. Make I go to the next one. For the many, this is a critical for a nation, for the one they go with the misconception or from the hate, where some of them they try for share out there say she was dormant. Unfortunately, me auntie Rugi used the word say this woman was dormant. Okay, so maybe I go say I go get a small wrong in that area because it not been wrong in the sense that maybe sometimes it not been able for like show maybe to the person we want show off. You understand? So many they look and say nobody they do much, but she was doing a whole lot. It also compliments her husband when it comes to the healthcare, obviously. Where Danina be major focus, for make sure say woman and picking them there with himself. And I'm not saying I should say Sierra Leoneans be aware of where certain Asian and they get free medical and X, Y, and Z and mommy and what's inside them. But again, as we go, we watch other videos them, we learn more about this woman. It speaks so much about peace. It speaks so much about national cohesion. She was a unifier. It is obvious. It doesn't matter what political party you there. She's a unifier. I get a video where it go even at Bo, where it be say they talk to people them, ever try for put any political party down, but rather even a campaign on behalf of Dr. Samora at that time. But just imagine this not a main stronghold for him husband in political party, but yet still because she was the mommy of the nation and not be afraid for go anywhere because one not do any bad to anybody for not restrict himself say only now for go to his husband in stronghold. You understand? I love the fact that he work with some woman them in no instance say I'm a first lady then one day also not a ministry now give them chance then and do their work, but I'll be here as a support system. It's critical and it's important. because First Lady is not supposed to be any ambassador or for begin the travel or for the take role for say, now me they can champion this, now me they can champion inauguration or whatever, just to give an example, but rather to complement the institution or the different ministry, you for there as a support system. Khadija Kamara, I love you, darling, but you will not distract me. Let's go on, let's go on, let's go on. Oh yeah, Madam Matilda, welcome, darling. I'll bring you in soon. So then in one, like I say, I want to we go to another video, then I will come back and expand on the video. And I take in a notes as me, they do the same. I will play the video, then I will go on a quick 1 or 2 tune. Then we go from there. Khadija, darling, if you want to come in and join this, listen, honey, you're more than welcome to come. Yeri, you're more than... Khadija, let it lie. They make sure say I provide evidence. You know, I mean, them sake. Don't call me lie, darling. I know I'm pulling that, so you belong to this platform like any of we. And if you want to come, make sure so you let me know. I go inbox you the login information that we join voice, but we get for be united on the salon and we get for call them as it is. When I in a Balantawa, they play the music back for in Ayago do. Then I take it out to another video. Love you guys, my darling. You know what's in? When I come back, I dance for in a babati small. Because the babati they too boku dance so today. Anyway, now give this spy you dance. Now you get the best.
Aikolana buso wami aukolana ilondoloze zuhambe nami dawo yami aikolana buso wami
Me na the First Lady of the Republic of Sierra Leone, Nayma Koroma. I dey join hand with Mastermind Consortium and Citizens Advocacy Network for send out this message to all Sierra Leoneans. We need for be very peaceful and we no need for involve in any violence or any action wey go disturb the peace. We need for respect each other's opinion. We all belong to different political party dem. That no mean say we for involve in war or fet. This election very crucial to Sierra Leoneans, in particular the young people. Let we do things peacefully. Let we for elect to leaders them na council, parliament, and the presidency. We all na Sierra Leoneans. We na one family. Let we all put salon first.
How beautiful is that? We all not Sierra Leonean. Now we put Salon Force. We all belong in different political party. You understand? A focus on the youth, the importance of promoting national cohesion, not involved in violence. No, we be peaceful. Man, let me repeat that, man. Rewind. And I repeat that, please, in our take notes. Rewind. Be right back.
Me na the First Lady of the Republic of Sierra Leone, Nayma Koroma. I dey join hand with Mastermind Consortium and Citizens Advocacy Network for send out this message to all Sierra Leoneans. We need for be very peaceful and we no need for involve in any violence or any action wey go disturb the peace. We need for respect each other's opinion. We all belong to different political party dem. That no mean say we for involve in war or fet. This election very crucial to Sierra Leoneans, in particular the young people. Let we do things peacefully. Let we for elect to leaders them na council, parliament, and the presidency. We all na Sierra Leoneans. We na one family. Let we all put saloon first.
Take a close look at my chaff them and my vet. Salon man business no they grow. All man tango man politics. So many good carry them but they talk right now because of politics. Man I will chill again and get so nice them from politics. The boyfriend girlfriend business not sweet again, nothing now na politics. You like it or not, you got join.
I'm proud of him so much. Now we dance us. I'm proud of him because everything she says is a policy statement. You are designed to put we together, not to divide us. Now we dance more.
I wish say so for don't let be. Where the mud area. By the food, we shall know them. The mud area. All the pussy in the boots, we shall know them. Anyone who can move from we they don't say na coconut. Anyone who can move from we they don't say na coconut. The man they don't know say they go up and down with coconut. They don't put me inside the ones they beat they dance coconut. All them sharp cocoa entity, everybody dancing coconut. Sharp cocoa entity, steady they dance to the coconut. It's our soul, it's our soul. Yes, so it is our soul. Every day we get.
I'm sorry, I rewind that back. Now we watch it again and I take notes. He also talk about say he join hands with some of the civil society activist organization them and make emphasis on the youth. Rewind.
Me na the First Lady of the Republic of Sierra Leone, Nayma Koroma. I dey join hand with Mastermind Consortium and Citizens Advocacy Network for send out this message to all Sierra Leoneans. We need for be very peaceful and we no need for involve in any violence or any action wey go disturb the peace. We need for respect each other's opinion. We all belong to different political party dem. That no mean say we for involve in war or fet. This election very crucial to Sierra Leoneans, in particular the young people. Let we do things peacefully. Let we for elect to leaders them na council, parliament and the presidency. We all na Sierra Leoneans. We na one family. Let we all put saloon first.
People now want to back up at this PlayStation generation added to the new problems that we don't even know how to solve it. So all that confusion then and then say frantic for look back plan and picking them with an bro. Now see how the team we really mean that they say being now picking they can't fix this country. You will get all the opportunity for fixer now. Excuse.com. Do you have to put on your shoulder them dog? Pride and cockiness they make you open but you know the ear. You get two eyes but you know the see. Now they come and they go and when they go if you back film your opinion they don't fail me. Political parties then we don't lead we since
anyway now come back in for in a way they say this woman was dormant and now they do nothing, just sit down no more. But you what he say they join hands with Citizen Advocacy Network and Mastermind blah blah. For now we speak on the importance of national cohesion. Salona 91 we get. Everybody belong to a political party. Everything way I don't say now, so it become redundant na this platform. And we will continue to say this because we are Sierra Leonean. Everybody get rights to belong. And not ever use in words say, oh, this year so me APC woman them, and so oh me APC boys then no. Because in no imposition say she is the mother, she's the grandmother, and she's the sister of the nation. Beautiful. I am so tempted to rewind this again. What's not behave? Love it. We have a responsibility, Sierra Leonean. If any of the government official fail we must not fail each other as a nation. We must not. Because we only get one salon. Not etu comping Mende, not etu comping Timini, not etu comping because it ain't APC or SLPP. You can argue with them in a peaceful manner wherein there's no kuskas. Not take weapon for you comping. Not put and down for because somebody say, oh, X, Y, and Z. Not put a label per person where they speak truth. Let's speak truth to power. If APC do something bad, now we condemn. I search all over for see if there's anything where this we former first lady do when a negative, nowhere to be found. If there was one, we for being present them and we showcase them and we self tell and say, hey, the mommy, now so you make mistake. But none. And everybody we interview. How was she when it comes to national cohesion? For Unify We, how was she? Nothing but pleasant. You hear all the gossip, oh, a man do this, a man do that. You know, if I can plaster on Facebook. A beer and Madam Mrs. Nayma Koroma. For any pain where you get in our nation, whether not from rumors or lies, they put by you man now or whatever pain you face now you married us. You patient we as a nation. You not molest we. Let God Almighty put that blessing there by you, this world and next world, and by you picking them. Any mouth we use against you in a negative way, where you not ever curse we, not fit we, neither mouth they neither curse they turn into blessing and more elevation for you and you picking them. You be away as a nation, you unified way, you respect your man in administration, you respect we as Sierra Leonean. May God continue for put respect by you. So proud. So proud. And I know say we sit in First Lady, they go learn from all this and become a better person. God know I am not here to put her down. But again, I'm just being honest and calling things by their name. I dey come and play another one where I wanna we watch. Then I dey come back again and analyze that one as well. Beautiful.
Nayma Koroma, First Lady of the Republic of Sierra Leone, and advocates on reproductive, sexual health, and educational needs. Mark More Than a Mother campaign is very instrumental at a time like this, simply because it raises awareness on infertility. It has a strong focus on training, education, and bringing the subject to the open. Infertility or childlessness in general is very heartbreaking because in a developing country, people have cultural norms attached to infertility. There are cases where people are accused of witchcraft, they are ostracized, they are ashamed to come to the public, they are discriminated against. It is a terrible thing, and most of the men think it is the woman's fault. So infertility or fertility must be brought to book. People must understand what it is all about and know that it is not the fault of the woman. As an advocate on reproductive sexual health issues, I have a strong relationship with my people in the rural areas where the problem is. We have a strategy of having multiple partners on board, community leaders, traditional leaders, medias, educationists, doctors and nurses, and then roll out to provincial districts. The paramount chiefs are very important in the rural areas. They have been my podium. Religious leaders are also important because in Sierra Leone, one is affiliated to one religion or the other. They use their podiums to explain what infertility is all about and if women can be treated and the support needed so it can be done effectively. As an ambassador of Mark More Than a Mother, there is a need for this campaign. We are losing a lot of women because they are ostracized, they are ashamed, they are stigmatized. In fact, some are being beaten up by their husbands. There's a lot of violence going on in this area. And these women, if supported and empowered, can be useful members of their communities. So there is no reason why we should lose out on these women. I support the MAC program because it really educates, it supports, it trains people, and even there's a lot of prevention of fertility and infertility in Africa on their programs. When couples are infertile, it is the responsibility of both couples. Men must be very supportive to their wives. Accompany them to clinics. They should also be tested for infertility alongside the women, and they should be there for them all the time. Most times it is even the fault of the men. So our men should come on board. They also should be advocates to other men. Encourage people to go to hospital and be treated. I just want the whole of Africa to know that childlessness must be treated seriously. You should empathize. I know it's very important to have a child in an African marriage. It strengthens your relationship, you have a better position in society, and even inheritance issues, you are bound to gain more if you have children. But those who cannot have children, all is not lost. Our people should be sensitive. They should have the courage to be of support to them. They should have the courage to be praying for them if necessary, and encourage them to go to hospital and be treated. And if you cannot be treated, you can be empowered economically through the Mark Mother campaign. So all is not lost. You are part of society. The difference will be made in your lives.
Welcome back. Some wonderful points, and I will try for play another one where I believe I hope I still gets with me. Now bring some significant points in the way it bring come. He acknowledged the pain where fertility or infertility can cause in marriage. On this very platform, we don't talk about the stigmatization amongst we African community when a woman gets pregnant. Not in all cases. Some just have like underlying issue. Automatically, let's just say if the man not be ever gets bikini, then the woman himself not able to get pregnant. Sometimes they not necessarily the woman get the problem, but going and trying to get all the necessary tests in terms of the sperm count. Sometimes of the man, excuse me language, can be low, but their medical how you call and treatment where they can give, whether it's pills for make sure say the sperm come back to its norm for they go able to get the woman pregnant. So not in all cases, and I'm not saying I don't hear this before on this platform and it will become redundant. So I just want to touch on that. So it kind of like acknowledge the pain, and it make emphasis on the it say me people them. I love the way they always try for talk in a unified manner, and not say them people that within a upline or within a salon or APC people they know. It say me people them, it talk about the provinces, the challenges and what they can go through. It also give solution, as in the example say what's in the paramount chief themselves can do in terms of this area for education wise. It talk about religious leaders as well. It basically like try to get everybody as part of the solving or solution how you call them problem for basically for put hands together for them to reach that goal where they make it. Talk about training, education, all these people that, and again like I said, the child it talk about African marriages where if woman not get picking, obviously then can there's a lot of name calling, say they now witchcraft, try for basically puts them in that category or that box, so on and so forth. So he acknowledge, he underline the problem, and in effort also for try for find solution. It's also advised that there should be like a support system. Demand them for also be a support system. Go now speak to with the woman them, and the list goes on. So another brilliant one. Make her come back again. Now try for see now. I play another one and they come right back. And I thank you.
The First Lady of Sierra Leone, Mrs. Sia Nayma Koroma, has vividly manifested a motherly and leadership role in Sierra Leone, for which she is commonly referred to as Mother of the Nation, in short, Mama. Her educational background groomed her both as an organic chemist and a trained practicing psychiatric nurse. Her timely experience and training received from her family have in diverse ways prepared her to serve Sierra Leone well in her capacity as First Lady. In an effort to effectively respond to the realities of the nation, she developed 2 program frameworks under the Danke Koroma Foundation.
My office has developed the Women's Initiative for Safer Health, WISH program, designed to improve women's sexual, reproductive, and child health practices. This initiative provides women with unique leadership roles and eradicates cultural and traditional myths, beliefs, and taboos which have plagued our society for so long.
In her capacity as First Lady, she has been an avid campaigner of women and children, working for the enhancement of a fair and equitable society where the most vulnerable groups are allowed access to public services. She has presented herself abroad as a worthy advocate for the poor and defenseless in Sierra Leone, effectively using the profile of her office, the office of the First Lady, to tailor-made solutions that address issues affecting the country.
The establishment of the Office of the First Lady, which is a novelty in Sierra Leone, is meant primarily to promote the welfare of women and children and to provide facilities for the sexual and reproductive health of women, gender empowerment, and promotion of the girl-child education.
While in complementing the President's vision, Mrs. Sia Nayma Koroma reasoned that for people to gainfully benefit from the country's endowed natural resources, there is an imperative need to renew the concept of attitudinal change in relation to intergenerational dynamics, bringing back family, societal, and cultural values to education.
The government has also established the Attitudinal and Behavioral Change Secretariat. To complement this effort, my effort is engaged in the printing of manuals, textbooks, and teachers' guide on attitudinal change and good citizenry, which will be incorporated into the school's curriculum next year.
It was against this backdrop that the Flaxis project was developed.
My office, therefore, has established an educational project called First Lady's Attitudinal Change in Schools, Flaxis, in collaboration with the Ministry of Education, Science and Technology. This project has awarded scholarships to deserving girls, in particular in primary, secondary, and tertiary institutions.
Awarded scholarship in Ayeri. So many would think say been do nothing because it been quiet or she's the type where not just many go say okay they show off or lousy. This now an opportunity for now some of the things the way it do. Now repeat some of it. As the music they play, then they acknowledge say she is a mother to the motherless, a wife to a husband, a blessing to the nation. You understand? They also say basically it a campaign for the poor and defenseless. It a find solution for affected whatever they go wrong now the country, and I just put on that way there. It's so they make so it focus me so much about the health of the woman them, the girl picking them, education for girl picking. Is so strongly believe in education. As in Ayeri back again talk about the attitudinal change. It even give free textbook them. Beautiful. And the list goes on. So the obvious is there, presented to you guys. Make we move on to the next. They come right back.
It's never too late.
Haut de gamme grâce au patrimoine historique du pays.
Sierra Leone has begun harmonizing its laws, customary and diverse acts, as well as child right acts in a desperate move to end child marriages in the country. First Lady of Sierra Leone, Koroma, said a consensus with sub-Saharan African countries is being mooted to study child marriage and examine its implications for the girl child.
Understanding of child marriage, its consequences, its or the drivers, the solutions of child marriage. We'll look at policies, legal frameworks surrounding child marriage, and we intend to build a platform where we'll be sharing our successes and challenges.
Child marriage is a severe violation of human rights and one of the worst forms of child abuse, the Sierra Leonean First Lady intimated. She added that West and Central Africa have a high prevalence.
Well, Sierra Leone and teenage pregnancy, I will regard, as some authors do, as the two evil twins. We have a high prevalence rate of child marriage in Sierra Leone and teenage pregnancy. And we've looked at it in depth. There is a disproportionate affection.
Koroma said her country is working to have resources spent on implementing programs aimed at ending the practice. In 2013, Sierra Leone established a national secretariat and also put in place a national strategy to end child marriage. The country is hoping to end child marriage in the region so girls can maximize their full potential and contribute towards national development and the Sustainable Development Goals.
Haut de gamme grâce au patrimoine historique du pays.
Sierra Leone has begun harmonizing its laws, customary and diverse acts, as well as child right acts in a desperate move to end child marriages in the country. First Lady of Sierra Leone, Koroma, said a consensus with sub-Saharan African countries is being mooted to study child marriage and examine its implications for the girl child.
Understanding of child marriage.
It's never too late. No matter where you're there, you could be somebody.
All right, Tina, welcome back. Welcome back. Another brilliant one. Like I say, the First Lady then, the former First Lady, it focused so much on empowering the girl picking them. One of in campaign where they work so much on was making sure that girl picking are not married too quick. Basically giving them the opportunity for them. I get another second one I will play in a little bit. The opportunity for them meet them or maximize the highest potential for them to be a productive citizen na the world, not only limited to Sierra Leone per se. I talk about the child abuse, implementing programs we put in place. I also talk about the sub-Saharan Africa country we basically join voice with, I guess, with other first ladies them for basically help for promote this girl picking them. It talk about putting things in place as in the looking into the legal framework as to how we go about for implement them program there, so for make it go be success for girl picking in a salon. Another brilliant efforts by her. Kudos to her. So these are some of the things that many of we might have not been aware of, where it necessary for now we kind of we go back again and try for going into the total of what she did, how she did it, when and where. So now play the next one and then we come right back.
Child marriage is a severe violation of human rights. It's one of the worst forms of child abuse. We have a high prevalence in West Africa and West and Central Africa. We've decided to come together.
Haut de gamme grâce au patrimoine historique du pays.
Sierra Leone has begun harmonizing its laws, customary and diverse acts, as well as child right acts in a desperate move to end child marriages in the country. First Lady of Sierra Leone, Koroma, said a consensus with sub-Saharan African countries is being mooted to study child marriage and examine its implications for the girl.
Thank If our next day go, after 10 years of serious work, but we will left begin our power. Brother, by the bullet, but we now open our own free position, that is the ballot box. And that's how they can by the I said, God said, it is on that level, we know the importance of development. Who they have for development? Because our moves are low forward. Because we want to change. We want the country change. Yes, Samora, Kamara.
That one was vital for now, Plam. Vital. Significant points are made. It said we're not being canned by bullets. We're not being canned by fets. So when I will be doing that by ballot box, and now we're doing that with it. It said life no want yagba. We no want they speak against violence. They speak non-violence. Per honest they go. And we they can't left we on picking. But mind you, in know the importance of in utterance, the words them way they use, in choice of words them. Whatever you say when you don't be a public figure, it's a policy statement. So she knew that using it wisely in an effort for bringing it together, in an effort to promote national cohesion, was significantly, I don't know how to put it, important, as in being a first lady. So like I said, then it's just vital. He said we're not being kind of as bullets, we're not being kind with fets. We've been kind through the ballot box, and other way they want we do them. Love it. Make her repeat that again one more time, and we'll come right back.
If our next day go, after 10 years of serious work, but we will left begin our power. Brother, by the bullet, but we now open our own free position, that is the ballot box. And that's how they can by the I said, God said, it is on that level, we know the importance of development. Who they have for development? Because our moves are low forward. Because we want to change. We want the country change. Yes, Samora, Kamara.
And I welcome back. Another significance, I want to rewind that again. It kind of like sync now we aid as Sierra Leoneans say you have the right to belong to your political party. But again, now we always remember we team bind we together. Now we put salon before anything else. During any pandemic or epidemic, it's a time where we need the comfort words of we not only presidents but the mommy of the nation, meaning the first lady. If even gets they in the capacity for save life, but your words it can be a form of comfort for every Sierra Leonean. And this one what they're about to play is when we go through the epidemic, which is the Ebola. In your effort to in self do, like I go say, a compliment in husband for joint voice with other Sierra Leoneans as to waiting how you go able for educate people then for basically stay safe. Not at any time it come he pull in spawi, whether in Facebook or he pull in spawi while in the interview but he use in voice and in office. And many would say there was no office of the first lady in a self do yeri and today per this analysis wherein it make and clear say she did had an office and it give we all the specific of what's in gold, in aim, in objective, and things then what he accomplished in terms of the infant maternity rate and all that good stuff. So I wonder we play the Ebola and then I come back in speech we've been give about during the Ebola epidemic and I come back again and I'll analyze them together. Now thank you.
Nayma Koroma, the First Lady of Sierra Leone, speaks to VOA on the Ebola crisis.
I would want the people in West Africa to know that Ebola is real. Ebola kills. Early detection and prompt treatment can save lives. And I'm asking our people not to victimize or stigmatize survivors. Ebola is a challenge, but together we'll all be able to overcome it.
That was Nayma Koroma, the First Lady of Sierra Leone, speaking to VOA Africa on the Ebola crisis.
Wow, powerful words. Ebola is real. Ebola they kill. Early detection go save life. So basically, if you get any symptom in a way indirectly, come in and you get a prompt treatment in effort for save life. It say now you not victimize anybody, now you not stigmatize anybody, but together we can overcome. How beautiful is that? No man is an island, no man stand alone. And again, like I said, these are words of comfort, words of encouragement for say, we don't acknowledge, we don't see say we get challenged. Yes, the Ebola is a kill. The Ebola na thing way na real, not so fake, not so propaganda, na fact. But if you suspect yourself or your family indirectly, try for come the earlier way you come and the earlier way they give you medication, possibility say your life can save. Not be a victim, not victimize somebody, not stigmatize somebody, or like it make all the emphasis then they. And again at the end it said together we can overcome. How beautiful. Make a repeat Dandy. They come right back.
Nayma Koroma, the First Lady of Sierra Leone, speaks to VOA on the Ebola crisis.
I would want the people in West Africa to know that Ebola is real. Ebola kills. Early detection and prompt treatment can save lives. And I'm asking our people not to victimize or stigmatize survivors. Ebola is a challenge, but together we'll all be able to overcome it.
That was Nayma Koroma, the First Lady of...
Welcome back. I see somebody say that the former president's not respecting wife. Many go disagree, and if that's the case, he still stay humble. He still stay true to himself. And one thing I forget for talk, for buttressed on the people them way I able to reach out and do interview with. One thing where I've been so amazed by when me pikin me gets the honor for be the flower girl for the president, for receive the president. As then they come down from the car, me pikin approach them. She's a very shy human being. So he just give the flower a run. Now in the then president, he hold him. He say, turn around, no take picture. And the wife himself did it. She's so humble. When I say humble, oh, if I talk, I would just shed tears. She's very humble, and I'm not being dramatic, I'm being real. She's so humble. He always gets in hands, like always cross. So they hold me pikin and take picture. Because if it wasn't for them, me pikin for be just left at that historical moment, enough of me even get the chance to take picture. But the then president, Olam, he no say the shame, he making it turn around, now it snap, he take picture with them, and the wife been there on the side as well. From then and go inside, she was always like with a very unassuming persona. Beautiful, beautiful. A very beautiful representative for we beloved Mama Salon. Make her come back again, now again a some tune, and when they come back again and see if I get somebody who could come and join me, will be one come in. Join me for now. We instead of give you take about within First Lady. With former First Lady, Mrs. Sia Nayma Koroma. And I thank you.
It's never too late. No matter where you're there, you could be somebody. Back in my belly. I'm a back in my belly. Alright. Yeah, LG number one, yeah. When you expect to make you way, nobody not gonna know your name. When you hustle night and day, just for butter you pray. They say you not nobody. Mr. Nobody. They call you nobody. You not somebody. Somebody, yeah. Boy, I hustle over me, yo. Nobody not be happy with the bones, yeah. Some say I go die, oh, but I got get me life, oh. Now I dey smile, oh. Bad man, they sad, oh. They Mr. Nobody. Well, Mr. Nobody done that to somebody, yeah. They Mr. Nobody. The baby they knock, they call my name, yeah. Me phone the ringo, everybody want jolly, oh, hey. The bella turn polio, everybody want for me, oh, hey. Nobody, they pop champagne in a me bungalow. You the flex for make you way, nobody not gonna know your name. When you dey hustle night and day, just for butter you pray. They say you not nobody, Mr. Nobody. They call you nobody. You not somebody. Let we go now the bong. You know the near poverty, no they wine. Yes, if I dey make like a ranker, all of me solution, they na me bankers and me I dey spend high. Anything we want in my life, I dey buy high. Yaga, hey. The money where I get it, they circulate. The way I dey spend it to accurate. No time for the bobo, hard to get nigga done, I'm so dry eye. Shit, if you really wanna make it like me, you have to dry eye. Spend high. When you dey vex for make you way, nobody not gonna know your name. When you dey hustle night and day, just for butter you pray. They say you not nobody, Mr. Nobody. They call you nobody. You not somebody. Yes, somebody, yeah. Chillin', don't say no so light on. Anything you don't do in life, you forget pattern. When me be the bed, I need a chillin' dance lantern. Music give me money, I'm not who you want. Everybody, this world is not a nobody. We were born to this world to be somebody. Believe in me.
Slim Nation.
Love is what we need, yeah. Love is what we need. We exalt the realm of the free. Great is a love we have
40. Yeah. Anytime they talk about sweets alone, no. Now but fetch, anytime they write but mama alone, yeah. Now we fall like we self, let we push we self. Let we know it we self, let we help we self. Oh no no no, it no matter who say you there, it no matter what you know you gonna, it no matter what you think of. There is no place like home. It no matter who say you there, it no matter what you know you gonna, it no matter what you think of. There is no place like home. Mama, let we left color and push forward. Push forward, now this gonna make we continue move forward. Oh 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 oh. Papa make we left color and push forward. Hey hey yeah. It gonna make we continue move forward. No 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 no. Now the party talk about new direction. We are make we up and build ambition. Because now we all get for make we home. Hey, we sweet mama salon. Never say you know be sinner. Never say you not care there, oh yeah. See that love, yeah. No matter how far you go, you must come home one day. No matter how long you take, you must come home one day. It no matter who say you there, it no matter what you know you gonna, it no matter what you think of. There is no place like home. It no matter who say you there, it no matter what you know you gonna, it no matter. Love is what we need, yeah. Brother, love is what we need, yeah, yeah. Love is what we need, yeah. Love is what we need, yeah, 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 yeah. But that's not the thing we don't boil we, yeah. Don't divide we, don't destroy we, hey mama, yeah. But that's not the thing we don't boil we, don't destroy we, yeah. Don't divide we, yeah, yeah. Let we let we self, let we push we self, let we let we self, oh. See that that's not the thing we don't boil we, but that's not the thing we don't boil we, yeah, yeah, yeah. Now we no flex we self, now we let we self. Everybody want to be politician, oh no, ah, yeah, yeah. Let me know say, we only get one home, yeah.
And I welcome back. So now calling time before I go into other things and we just get Madam Matilda on the line, but now making himself introduce himself in the detail. Welcome, Madam. Thank you for your patience. Yes.
Good evening.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're hearing me.
Yes, they are with yeah.
I'm Matilda Zippo. Most of them know me already from the show perspectives or the show Sierra Leone issues on COS. So I don't know watch this program today and whatnot about the constant comparison between
yeah, we miss out. You know it's in our pull on the speaker, so now they will miss a significant point. Hold on, yeah. Hold on, darling. Okay. Let's try for see if I can able put. Okay. Okay. Sorry. Okay, Madam Matilda. Can you hear me? Oh God. Hello? Okay, Pastor.
Yes, can you hear me?
Okay, good. Yes. And please give you a thumbs up if you're in the area, yeah? Yeah, go ahead, madam. You know it's in safe. I forgot. Or you want to make a call directly? Yes, it go better. Yeah. Looking at the thread, you dey see the number, then you go able for go through. Yeah. Thank you, dear. Thank you for your patience. And I sorry, and I thank you for your patience. They call the other line so that when I go able for Yeri and better, then that way there we go from there. And I thank you again for your patience. Let's see what else I want to share with Tina today. So they wait for Madam Matilda. Okay. So okay. So now we'll take a quick break while we wait for Madam Matilda, yeah? And I thank you again.
Slim Nation.
Love is what we need, yeah. Sierra Leoneans. Love is what we need. High, we exalt the realm of the free. Great is the love we have for thee, yeah. Anytime they talk about sweets alone, no. About fetch, anything they write but mama's alone, yeah. Now we fall like we self, let we push we self. Let we know it we self, let we help we self. Oh no no no. It no matter who say you there. It no matter what you know you call. It no matter what you think of. There is no place like home. It no matter who say you there. It no matter what you know you call. It no matter what you think of. There is no place like home. Mama, let we left color and push forward. Push forward. Now this gonna make we continue move forward. Oh 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 oh. Papa make we left color and push forward. Hey hey yeah. It gonna make we continue move forward. No 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 no. Now we party talk about new direction. We are make we up and build your ambition. Because now we all get for make we home. Hey, we sweet mama salon. Never say you know this in there. Never say you not care there. Oh, yeah. See that Lord, no matter how far you go, you must come home one day. No matter how long you take, you must come home one day. It no matter who say you there. It no matter what you know you call. It no matter what you think of. There is no place like home. It no matter who say you there. It no matter what you know you call. It no matter what you think of. There is no place like home. Love is what we need, yeah. Brother, love is what we need, yeah, yeah. Love is what we need, yeah. Love is what we need, yeah, 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 yeah. But that's not the thing we don't spoil we, yeah. Don't divide we, don't destroy we, hey mama, yeah. But that's not the thing we don't spoil we, don't destroy we, yeah.
And I will welcome back. As in, I know we try forget Madam Matilda back, so that way I go able for Yeri and better. Welcome, Madam. Go ahead and introduce yourself. Where side you call from, and I'll go from there. Thank you once again. Thank you for your patience.
Yeah, thank you very much. Shamble them, my name is Matilda J. Cole. Most of them know me from the show Perspective, a show I can do on my Facebook Live, and then again from VOS, and I know me for salon issues, and different things that I can do. Are they Canada? They call from Ottawa, Canada. So basically,
welcome once again.
Thank you. A lot of people that don't reach out to me for the past couple of weeks saying, Matilda, we know you say, run any comments or say anything about waiting with First Lady they do. Normally, your voice of reasoning, you're very unbiased in your presentation. How come? So your first thing was, I not say anything because first of all, I find the comments that were then sent to me, and this is I don't know for sure, because then the reason why I say I don't know for sure, I am still kind of flabbergasted. If indeed not the first lady na in page down there, I am still in the mindset of it's not her page. People then don't try for caution me and say, no, Matilda, it is a page. And even as I talk to you right now, I'm still not convinced that it is a page. So I don't talk to so many people and say, please, give me something, show me something that will convince me. Say, na in your page, na in the manager, I'm not to somebody they manage in page for not to, like, where they can say and get a fan page then, right?
Right.
Somebody creates fan page. And then that person they act as though na the person. The person in self na in they talk, but not to the person. Now somebody where maybe they close to them or where they monitor every movement.
Yeah, or they manage.
Now create a page where he call first ladies. I mean, they actors, they movie stars, then they all can get a live page then, but they can get a main page then, principal page.
Yes.
So I am still in doubt, because when I go at the Twitter page, the persona where I see, the person where I see, I can't reconcile them to waiting people and they send me. So people even say, Matilda, go at the page, may you go read small. And I did take a little bit of time. Really, people see me on, social media. Sometimes you think I am always on social media, but the truth is, I know they spend more than 5% of my time on social media. So most of the things they elude me and said something really come to my attention and whatnot. I go on my Instagram page and I notice she is not even active on Instagram. And then I go on the Facebook official First Lady page and noticing activities and day. So I cannot, even as I sit here right now, I cannot reconcile the page, that other page, the way people and the talk saying at the First Lady in page now, they write all them things they say all this, mind-boggling, small-minded, narrow-minded, I should say, and lack of, gravitas.
Yeah.
Type language.
Uncle, Uncle, what's the name again? Kutubu in order, yes.
Kutubu na get them what them, but we have get what them and we must.
Yes. No, I'm just saying, they use them so frequent,
Oh, okay. No, it's for me, because people like accuse me, say, Matilda, they talk Creole, they talk big English.
Oh, well, welcome to my world.
That is the language that I use.
Welcome to my world.
That is the language that I've been accustomed to.
Absolutely.
Not because I know Sabi talk Creole, not because I know they talk Creole, but even in the Creole self, the big English, they can come out with really try for the, for be mindful, for try and break it down into, the small Creole. I tell God thank you as a Creole, I even started talk Creole, because the way I was raised, there's a possibility that maybe even Creole not been for the part of the formation of the language.
Well, at least you know they judge me.
I am very proud of the Creole I sabi talk and how I sabi talk at. And nobody go shame me on that.
Yes.
Even as a Oku Creole.
Right.
Yeah, so going back to it, I think I watched the show where you do an analysis of the First Lady in page, the utterances then. And even at that point, I still said to myself, no. I think there is some form of a camouflage here. I think somebody is managing her page. Somebody created a page in her name and basically going around trolling people and, creating and inventing things just to taunt people. But so many people don't come to me and they don't say, no, Matilda, I don't say you want to be optimistic. You want to be restrained in your thoughts. But this is actually her page. And so then I said to myself, if this is actually a page, who are her friends? Who done I encourage them? Who done I in counsel? Because you in this life you get your close counsel now five circuits, right? You get the outer circuit, you get the inner circuit, and then after the circuits then they become smaller and smaller and smaller. So I asked myself, say, who done the people them really where he call in bosom people them? Because if in bosom people and they see this type of language and they're not caution and say this is not beholding of the status of a first lady, then I think she herself needs to sit down and reflect. Anyways, me not there so forgive them a moral lesson. Here, the one thing where I want for playing at the table is that I think people should stop this constant comparison between Sia Nayma Koroma, the former First Lady, and Fatima Jabibio, the current First Lady. Fatima Jabibio na a persona of her own. As a matter of fact, I think she is still being studied. She is a research piece, as a matter of fact, to understand in psyche and the way how it go about. Sia Koroma has showed us clearly who she is, right? And we can definitely say they are not cut out from the same cloth. They are definitely not cut out of the same cloth, even though by virtue of the people then where they're married to, they also don't sit down at the same chair. If people are waiting to expect the gratis, the grace, the finesse, the calmness and demeanor where them being gets from Sia Nayma Koroma, if that is what they are expecting to get from Fatima Jabibio, then I'm sorry to say they are sorely mistaken. The person we don't come, he don't announce on a first of all, say me an actress, me a movie star. What does actors do? They personify people. They take on characters. So the First Lady is constantly taking on personas and taking on characters. Now it left for we for decide whose character they take, and if that character they write for we, and if that character they not write for we should make it strongly known that listen, in as much as you are an individual of your own, who is entitled to our own rights and liberties, however, you they also represent the green, white, and blue. And until such time where you officially take out the cap of the representation of the green, white, and blue, there is certain behavior, there is certain comportment, there is certain finesse that we expect from you. Because your representation thus far of the green, white, and blue, they make we all look like so-called buffoons. And we sure are not buffoons. I am going to now, with my where people in the talk say, I see the message where you post where somebody in the talk say Sia Nayma Koroma was a very dormant first lady. No, she wasn't. She wasn't a very dormant first lady. And I was privileged to have met her, not on one, not on two, not on three, several occasions. Okay. I was privileged to have met her. I always tell people and say, they hide me on. Uda Sabi, sometimes, I don't pay attention to certain things, but you go on my Facebook page, you go, come, you go see certain things and they. And I guess that is why those who cared, then they call me seminar APC partisan or APC supporter or whatever. But then I said to them, if I was an APC supporter, why is it that I was so hard and was so rigid with the APC when they were in power and when they did things that were contrary to our laws, that were contrary to our constitution? Even Madam Sia Koroma, as much as I have, been in her presence, been around her, we don't hang it together, develop policies, talk about women issues together. When he mistake blunder, I was the first person to come out and say, no, ma, Normal. When he make that video during the Ebola time, where the government decide for take the school picking them, we get belle, and say if school picking get belle, they no go write exam, they no go day school, they no go waiting and call on da. And then she made the statement that as a matter of fact, now they send out for themselves because if you're not school picking, you don't get any business for they do mommy and daddy business. And I came out and I said, Norma, I understand where you are coming from in making your statements, but we cannot ignore our country, our environment, and the circumstances where some of them we girl picking and can fend themselves in. Sometimes they are the breadwinners of their family. We cannot ignore those circumstances and, do a blanket statement. I think that was the only time I've actually come after her and, and said something really, really serious against her. But not withholding. I know we'll see somebody that tarnish somebody in character and a character that I know is wholesome, and then I see them accept me much. This woman, when she was in office, she worked mainly with the female artists of Sierra Leone. And their female artists them na Sierra Leone. They've been there under the wing of the office of the first lady. I am telling you personal things now, personal work that I know she did, and that there are proof to. I don't even need for show proof. You go, you Google them, you check now website them. These proofs are there. He worked with a female artist of Sierra Leone. He traveled all over the country with a female artist of Sierra Leone because one of his flagship projects them or program them during in tenure as First Lady in education, and specifically so girl child education. So now they travel go all over the country. All over the country for sensitize, for make picking the land book, using her own story. You know how she went from a young girl, say, become a biochemist. A lot of people I don't know for say get a degree in biochemistry. They become a biochemist, they do a master's. So that was what she was doing. And that is something that if you sit down at the diaspora, because they make fanfare or vuvuzela about him project them, this is something you will not know. This is a woman who was part of every female organization inside Salon. And I am not saying this because me self where I go Salon, me na a very active somebody inside Salon. Are they part of, if even self me not to member, I'm always going, I'm always being invited. And let me tell you something. This was the woman whether you also invite them for me. I mean, there was a time when the then British High Commissioner then at the time, he do a women's meeting, just small talk get together and I host. The president's wife was there. She came. No fanfare, no big security, no nothing, no alarm, no vuvuzela. She came humbly. She sat down. She spoke to us about her ordeal. She spoke to us about, in fact, I get a statement from where Uda sabi this quote and Uda understand what it mean they go on within your own personal life, go understand what you have been saying. He say, my sister them. He say if big man want make himself big fool before small bikini, say you left him. Make himself big fool before small bikini. Say you touch yourself and package yourself and they go before. No, I am serious.
Love it. Keep going.
I am very serious. That's what she said. And people away been there at that meeting day. Up Wilkinson Road by Spur Road yonder. I no go call the exact place. They know waiting at the talk if then they anyone can anybody waiting at the listen or anybody where they go listen later. They know waiting at the talk on that day, on that afternoon. It was just a group of women, and some of us young. I think I was even the youngest person actually at that meeting at the time. There were few diasporans returnees that joined us, and I myself, who was just there visiting, and and we sit down, we get a lovely dinner, just talk about women issues, talk about marriage, we talk about home life, we talk about, there was no subject that wasn't aborted. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Real talk. And that day he says, listen, a big woman make himself big fool, no saying a big man. He said, for life, I'm no worry with him. He said, go come back, come meet you.
Yeah.
We don't die. He said, you just package yourself and they do what they do.
Yes. Wow, interesting.
That is where I got that statement from. And after that, I thanked her so much. And I don't meet her back several times in a large way with different women groups them, where we then meet, we then discuss on issues, or maybe us inviting her to join us on a campaign on whatnot. She was a very active member of the 50-50 women's group. Always be part of the whatever, very active member of some other organizations them. I don't go in meetings, I don't go in forums them with them, discussion groups them with them. Always very humble. Very unassuming. Where if she don't they they tackle like for say aiming a president West. She is very down to earth. She talks about the subject matter, deal with waiting we get we can there for do where he done you see he packing load he go suffer. They pan fanfare, they pan celebritism. And I have never seen you see the talk, so I don't want to see raising voice up more than that pitch day. One day, in all of my interactions with her, or being around her, or being in that environment. So when people in the talk say she was a very dormant first lady, no, I disagree. It's just that she wasn't the type of a publicity, fanfare, bandwagon, tail-wagging type first lady. She does her things very, like where they can say, you they do your thing on the ground.
Yeah.
She was very much on the ground. She does her things smoothly, without noise, without, notice. And then, he goes, she don't suffer in corner. That is how I know she did her thing. But if somebody can also say, first lady not do this, former first lady not do, no. Me, Matilda J. Cole, will disagree with you. I know several hundreds of people them way, them beginning graduate na university right now, them beginning get scholarship for study overseas. I did not been for the office of the first lady scholarship, free tuition, that they not be for happen. Then say this warrior so usai 2 day for talk make we talk because na God na get for judge we one day. Not to the person we do, not to mortal man we for worship, but na God we make we bring we come, and the purpose way no say bring we come for now that we for team up for tell true. I know many beneficiaries of that program. Many we them picking the not be forever know how for cross Lunge water. But because of her first lady free tuition scholarship program, then picking them cross water, then picking them go FBC, then picking them go Jala, then picking them primary school educations, then paid for.
Very nice. Very nice.
I am not going to sit here and do a toe-to-toe comparison of the, the stature.
Yeah. See, Madam Matilda, let God bless you. And we go now for now. We when it comes to feminists, I believe say you share the same ideology like myself, and we're never here to put any of them down. I look forward to that day again too. I will compile some of the good work of we sitting or of we current first lady. We'll go able for showcase some, you understand. But for the many where they go with the ideology or the thinking that woman was dominant and not do nothing, no, that is very wrong. It's unfair for him. It's unfair for in office and things like where you don't personally don't you don't date it physically the in total of things. It also equally great that we were able for here from you as well, so not to like for say then say,
No, this is not to them.
Exactly.
This na Matilda been there, they see am.
Exactly.
No. I'm not talking about them say this person say no. I am talking, she read documents. I know people. I know the people that worked for our office, a personal secretary. As a matter of fact, is somebody I knew very well. So I won't go into the details, but let us just say, to say that she was a dormant first lady is so grossly inaccurate.
Absolutely. And I love the word we use, vuvuzela, like what we say for the audience then benefits, like what we say lousy. She wasn't the type, it's obvious. Everybody get their own different personality, wherein she's more like laid back, or better yet say, how you call yeah, I go put on that way they, mean say like for saying that they do, but still they speak, do what they get for do for make sure say national cohesion is is speak on it, like the videos they want to play.
No, the thing, she always knew her role. She knew her role and she knew her lane. And she always stayed in her lane and worked her role.
Yes. Love that. I can always say this, you can still be supportive and strong, but understanding, like how I love the word where you say are the compliments my husband. I think that is beautiful. I think that is on point, and that's what we is supposed to be, compliments in husband and role, not stand in front of him, not make speech for him, again, not putting down we current first lady, but again, this is not a guide for him, for he go able for be successful and able for represent we to the very best of himself in your ability. I don't know if you want
exactly. And I want to say one thing.
Yes,
the first lady made a statement during an interview. She said social media wasn't as accessible in Sierra Leone during the former first lady in terms like social media so accessible in Sierra Leone and everything. I agree that maybe social media wasn't so accessible. But what was and what is and what has always remained is radio. Anything we person do, it come on a radio, it go on a newspaper, you go see on a television, and even though social media, yes, not been so wild and so accessible as before, people are still been they get the information, people are still been they record audio.
Yes.
People are still been they record audios.
Yes.
So to use that as an excuse, almost, for me, it's a short form. I say come with something there. Come with substance. Come with grit.
I agree.
Come with substance. Come with grit. Guy like me, Nayaso, I go really like for way. There come a time when I will sit back and somebody say something about her that is false.
Yeah.
To come back and say no. This is who she was, and here are the proof.
Yes, absolutely.
So I
love that. I think say if we're not to play the dirty politics, or we're not to look things on a partisan lens, it go help our country greatly. But because we are so like politicized, everything is like even where credit is due, we do not want to give credit to the individual, then it become unfortunate for the country as a whole. But I want I want to tell you plenty thank you for joining voice with me, and thank you for being an eyewitness, first-hand news person where basically don't did it for say it happened. It's not a makeup, it's not a lie, but it is what it is.
No, definitely, it's not a make-up story. It's not a lie. There are proof. If people they want to be 100% authentic to themselves, they want to be 100% honest to themselves. If you've ever been in the circle of that woman, you walk out feeling inspired. You walk out. It's just like when I met her, the first time I met her, when I walk out, I remember saying to a certain professor who is like the vice chancellor of a certain university, I will not name her name again, a very good friend of mine, I remember saying to her, oh, Mama so and so, I feel so inspired this evening. I'm like, I feel like I can conquer the world as a woman. I feel like, I'm walking on the shoulders of giants. I feel like I can do anything I set my mind to. Yeah. I'm like, speaking with this woman today, being in her presence reminded me as a little girl in convent.
Love it.
Most of my colleagues them remember that. Yeah. Where I stood in front of late Patricia Kaba, speaking to late Patricia Kaba, then in convent, and then she became my friend. I became her little friend, Yeah. So not only today I don't do skin with the first lady. She became my friend and a mentor and whatnot, even at that tender age, But the first lady for really be measured with in words then, waiting to happen that you marry those, keep them inside your maridos. Yeah. Nobody needs to hear that, because when you take it outside, you're only giving people room.
Absolutely.
To correct. Absolutely. Listen, sometimes you feel say you know waiting they happen inside your maridos. Where sometimes they right under your foot, think they be you don't know waiting.
Yes.
Think they be you don't know waiting. If you think that you have locked gates, sister, I've got news for you. That gets no lock.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. I think you've said it all. You've said it all. So if you were to advise or just say what thing will be like your own expectation, or what thing you think say na a not just say expectation of a first lady as a whole.
For me, okay, does she have it in her to possess the expectation or qualities or perceived, let me say perceived, because every human being gets, but waiting we don't see so far as a demonstration of first ladies them around the world. Does she have it? Absolutely she does. What she needs is she needs to cultivate it. She needs to learn to be more refined. She needs to learn to not be so reactive, because she's very reactive. She needs to learn to be not so reactive. And honestly, you need to fire an entire team, because they are not doing her any good.
Okay, reactive, but also can we say a vital for now we also accept constructive criticism and also acknowledge your shortcomings in efforts for now you become a better you?
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. And that is why I say, if at this point with everything people are saying, she doesn't see it, then I also blame her team. It means her team, they are puppeteers and they are not doing the job for which they are being paid. Yeah. Because trust me, if you have a solid communication strategist, if you get a solid PR person, or you get a solid communications advisor, some of these things will not fly.
Yeah.
Because they forget access to your account. And the moment you attempt to put such rubbish and be so reactive, you go there and you take care of it. Damage control, for even they say for seconds, you don't delete her.
Absolutely. Could it
possibly be again? And if she's not listening to you have, if she's not listening to your advice, guess what? You have a career to build. You also have, dignity to uphold.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, if you then the practice of communications, which means you get to uphold the oaths within the practice of the field of communication. So if somebody not listen to you, resign. Resign, because they are putting your job in jeopardy. Then they put your legacy, then they put your work, then they put your sweat. If any of them PR people and anybody with a parts of in communication team come before me for work, I will never give them the light of day.
So, but could it possibly be like she is one of those wherein maybe gets one protocol officer, you know, get a PR, or she does have them, but you know they listen.
She does have them.
Okay,
She
okay.
has them.
So let's
they
say
get
she
an assistant for crying out loud. The woman gets an assistant that we all know about.
Okay, let's
what
say
is the assistant doing?
Okay, so it's one thing to have it, but for allow the person them for not even do them job. In the example of, in the case of like, then gets different ministry, then gets ministers them we assigned to this ministry. But unfortunately, with this woman, and then they even give certain people them we don't see in terms of the example of the inauguration, in terms of her going to the Gambia saying they go represent as an ambassador. Those funny stuff, or traveling from one destination to another. That is not the title. Is to, again, to compliment your husband, but not for go in the for work in the capacity of these different ministry or this position. So it's one thing to have the PR, or to have the let's say protocol officer or X, Y, and Z, but if they allow them for net and do their job. And then the second thing I want to bring to, could it possibly be again to, in terms of the liberalism, or for say this fear for losing their job, all that we have to put into consideration as well. Not listening, and then secondly, not giving them the chance to do their job, and then of course in fear for losing their job. Come back in.
So if you are in fear of losing your job, at the end of the day, they say government is a transition, right?
Yeah.
The SLPP is not going to be in power eternally. So therefore, at the end of the day, you want to make sure you do your job right, and that there are no barriers put in place for you, so that next time you can be deemed fit as somebody to come back and lead.
Yes.
And take leadership position and take senior management position. But if, because of a certain or a particular individual or a particular party, you fail to represent the green, white, and blue, hereby representing the interests of the people, but circumventing and diminishing yourself at the feet of somebody that you did not go to the ballot for, then I question you. Absolutely. I question your judgment. Absolutely. I question your moral. I question the very reason why you were even deemed fit or capable to take that, to be given that position. It may for say that the position where the Sierra Leone people then put na you, and because first of all, sometimes the people then can forget saying that the Salon people then give them position there.
Yeah.
Even though they were appointed by the government, they are there representing the Sierra Leonean people. So it means that the position where the Sierra Leonean people then put na you, and you are not worthy of it. You are not worthy of it.
Yeah, I think so.
And then the second part is that if indeed people then they advise them, he gets all the team.
Yeah.
He gets a comms team. He gets a well strategized, beefed up comms team. And he know they listen to in comms team them. They just do what he want to do. They go play role and interject himself now, roles them and places them where you're not supposed to be. Then I think the Sierra Leone people should start asking themselves a question, that when they went to the ballot box, they voted for a particular person. Now, is that person that they voted for, is that person ruling them? Or who is ruling them?
Excellent.
I think that is the question one should be asking.
Another great one. I think say the for kind of like buttress on your point, to give example of what you talk about, saying one holding themselves accountable for lack of better term. I believe say a great example will be with internal Minister of Internal Affairs, not the deputy, where basically he give up in position, reason best known to him, but we looking from outside in, we go look and say maybe it obvious that maybe he's not given the chance for he execute that position to the very best of his ability, or there's a lot of things maybe not necessarily agree with the current administration, hence the reason why he decide not for compromising integrity or X, Y, and Z. I don't know what you think about that.
Who is that, please?
The internal Minister of Internal Affairs, not the deputy.
Who are we talking about right now? What minister?
No. When you give an example, say if the person not able for, like in the example.
Hello?
Yeah, you know the me. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Uh-oh.
Hello?
Can you hear me? Hello? Can you hear me?
Hello?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me? Okay, we'll now take a break. Will they come right back, guys? Uh-oh. Me they again, but Tina they again me. Will they come right back, guys?
It's never too late. No matter where you're there, you could be somebody. In my back, in my belly. In my back, in my back, in my belly. Alright. Yeah, LFG number one, yeah. When you get back for make you way, nobody not gonna know you name. When you get hustle night and day, just for butter you brave and say you not nobody. Mr. Nobody. Then call you nobody. You not somebody, baby. Somebody, yeah. Boy, I hustle over me, yo. Nobody not be happy with the bones, yeah. Some say I go die, oh, but I got them me life, oh. Now I smile, oh. Bad man, they sad, oh.
And welcome back. Madam Matilda, we lost you. Maybe they hear you, but you not been they hear me. So if you get the opportunity for callback, please feel free for callback. We just get another call. We've been there on the whole. So now bring a coming. Salon for All, Voice for All, Network Television. Kindly identify yourself. What's your name? What's the call from?
Hello, Khadija. Good evening.
Good evening,
Good
sir.
Afternoon. Greetings to all Sierra Leoneans.
Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Hello,
This
sir.
now for the most they call from
Welcome,
California.
welcome, sir. Welcome. Thank you for always being part. Thank you, sir. Go ahead and sister, you been on the see what you would talk about, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Go ahead, sir.
First of all, I'm for thank you.
Welcome, sir. Welcome.
Again, for I think this is one of the best programs.
Oh.
Shows the way you don't host.
Okay.
Where somebody will be just they forget what.
Yeah.
Where the current trends from after 2018, you wake up memories.
Thank you.
Wake up a legacy back. Whether a security officer and a messenger and a minister, nobody not in the previous APC government of Koroma.
Yeah.
We could say Madam Nayma Koroma, the former First Lady, don't look her bad the eye, don't disrespect her or don't tell her bad word. Yeah. She never did. Yeah. So I'm for thank you for making sure say that legacy of such a First Lady will live on, and younger people, them future leaders, them watch them, will look at each day, go look at the history of Madam Nayma Koroma as a lady, a First Lady, we worth emulating, we people have for copying example. Having said that, like you can say always, having said that, I want to agree with the previous speaker where the phone cut off.
Okay.
Matilda.
Okay.
When Matilda begins talking, she said something very, very, very important, and I was listening attentively till the phone go off or technical issues.
Yes, yes.
He said, we must not compare Nayma Koroma and the current First Lady Fatima Bio.
Right.
Then gets different background, can grow up differently, education-wise, then different. Yeah. And most importantly, naturally, everybody gets your own personality.
Yeah.
We can be formed or shaped by environment, outside only, the area we live, is how we grow up. See, Nayma Koroma grew up in London because in Papa back then been very influential person in a salon.
I heard, yeah.
It gets Sia is very, 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 very dedicated.
Okay.
It gets a degree in biochemistry. Like me, we talk about mathematics. If for them always do add 2 + 2 + 5 divided by so they put them brackets and 15 and ordinary math. Me don't have.
Yeah.
Well, let's alone girl pick go get degree in London. From biochemistry, she's very, very, very educated, highly educated. And plus in family background, like we Matilda talk. We cannot compare her to this current First Lady or any future First Lady. we all get personality.
Yeah.
All my way they call here, you know, say for him, he get your own personality. He studied me after a while.
Yes, absolutely.
So, having said that, again, now I'm beginning to sound like that. Yeah. Having said that, I want for a request that it look like for a while after Matilda don't make them key points them but Nayma Koroma.
Yeah.
When I begin discuss Fatima Bio, I want low respect with current first lady.
Oh yeah.
I'm not
I think
saying
yeah, I think say before even you go to the you land, that was exactly what I told Madam Matilda, wherein that I go look for the future where I go compile all the other side of Madam First Lady. We'll go also present them na this platform as well. Yeah. Can you hear me? Hold on, hold on. There you go. Hello. Uh-oh. Mr. Morris. And now 1 second, please. Yes, sir. It looks like we lost you. You lost you. Go ahead, sir.
No, lost. I mean, hot and by info.
Oh, okay.
Because you know, they give me chance to make me points. And this is what people who don't like you. People who want disruption. Wait, let me know. Now you know the boss. Now you get the time, mama. Now you go discuss. I like I talk 2 days. Where you can finish her in 1 second.
Okay, go ahead. Finish in line.
Do I have flow now?
Go ahead, Mr. Morris.
You make a lost me thoughts. But the point where I be want for make, even if you don't make a you reinforce and later, my dear, is let this program be about the legacy we focus your learning and go respect you for, go enjoy what Fatima be. I mean, but former first lady here, Nayma Koroma. But if we begin to draw inferences, references, comparisons, hello? Am I online?
Would I listen to you? Go ahead, sir.
If we begin to draw references, inferences, make inferences between the two, with most of the videos that we don't play, with the classic first lady, the former first lady, Nayma Koroma, talk Bokutin in way of speaking, in the English language, in eloquence, in respect for the salon people, who that they interview them, who that they talk to them, how he carry himself, it's totally different. So to have any caller like myself to begin talk about the current first lady, they go take away from the legacy of Nayma Koroma. And the advice that they want.
All right, thank you, sir.
And
But
I see. Let me land the last point. And I see you play video and tell even with Nayma Koroma, the capi where they white, with the youth man they all around up. Nayma Koroma no insult anybody, you know, insult Madabio, you know, insult nobody. No politician, you know, insult. Talk generally, but the country say we don't affect. In fact, you even repeat anything and they for we understand them back. What they beg you, what the term reach for Madam Fatima Bio, that we show from the campaign, the insults, the thing that we talk against an Escomas, the Akumeman, Samoa Kamara, and others. Now we just do a contrast, but it should not be today. Let this just be a program for the legacy of Nayma Koroma.
Great one. Great observation. Great observation. No problem. And well noted, sir. You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You're welcome, sir.
I'm watching.
All right. No problem. Thank you. So, Mr. Morris made some great points. Then he's one of my strong critic. And it'll give me a nice and to the point where they say constructive criticism. He's one of them. He not care whether it's on the hair or outside of the hair. They give it to me as it is. So I respect in points where they try for say. If I don't showcase all the beautiful work of we then First Lady, then it will be of dishonor for me again for come back again and maybe kind of add to it. Current lady, it will kind of like spoil the beauty of it, so we'll give it different time. So basically what I have to try for do wearing I be try for coming for tell and say, indeed, I also get intention wearing. I'll get for do all that. But again, I have never, and this is one thing I wanted to say, when the last government, before they go, when we do a non-profit work, I think I be don't repeat and I so, and at one point they may reach out to me, some people them we been there with sister and brothers them in there in problem now. Yeah, Kuwait. I think that more of the sisters them, and somebody reach out to me say, "Do you not use me voice? Then the government's go yeri. I make sure say I do that audio day, it go viral. Then see any, but not at any time they ask then put me in the category say I'm not patriotic Sierra Leonean, and also any concern where we been get in terms of like say we're gonna 6 Mile, then say anything that they make available for the public when it comes to the Ebola epidemic too, make them clear or whatever, the slide, mudslide. There are things out there, but never they say, oh, well, this was so you're not into patriotic Sierra Leonean, so I hope say when that day will come again, what would take with time in terms of Mrs. Bio, it go equally receive as that, because what we do here is showcasing exactly what you don't do. It's not propagating or for say propaganda, for say would they give a picture that is not there, or for say would they play video that is not there, but actually what's in I don't do as a first lady when they showcase some, and then whatever the case may be. And I do believe say we all get something in we can say that there's a possibility for change for the best. And I believe say the example where Mrs. Nayma Koroma don't give to Sierra Leonean or to the country as a whole, I believe say the first lady go learn from it, and it has been redundant on this platform where I said if with first lady is humble enough, it can learn a lot from that woman. It can go and talk to them as they refer to her as auntie, or all the other first lady, whether it is Mrs. Kaba, you name it, Mrs. IJ Kaba, and the list goes on. So now another call when they come in. So again, I repeat that for Mr. Fode. I don't know if you read that. I want to tell you plenty thank you. You're one of the many where they basically help me for become the best of me in terms of me, whether it's where you feel say they go short or you they guide me, because of course the last part of the show was to also make comparison. So now you don't kind of like change the entirety wherein we go just kind of like celebrate the then first lady. We try for re-echo or repeat some of the things that we make, we analyze it and then go from there. With that said, we get another call. Salon for All, Voice for All Network Television. Kindly introduce yourself. What side you call from? Hello, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome. Go ahead and land. Thank you for your patience, sir. Thank you. Sorry we'll miss your call first. Thank you. Welcome.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And my own contribution are like, basically, if you look at Nayma Koroma, because that is now, because I'm out for defeat on the topic.
Yes, sir. Go ahead. Yes, sir.
First of all, I'll just tell you, not listen to people that really talk trash, when they threaten you. When they get to every day, but I know they make a subject matter.
Yeah.
When they make a subject matter, then they're excited to them to get at you.
Yes.
Because you're doing a very good job, darling. You're doing a very good job.
I'm humble.
Some people don't even for do that job and then they jealous you.
I'm humble.
They get that hate. And no matter what, every human being belongs to a political party. You're an animal. Anyone will not belong to.
Yeah.
But you're objective. And the objectivity is the most important one.
Absolutely.
Say you decide with conscience and God, you try for the objective. Absolutely. You're a human being, sometimes you get shortfalls, but you try for the objective as much as you can.
Yeah.
People will not get people will not get this. People will not get things for talk about, but they carry it witness. And they carry it. This is the APC, this is the SLP, and they carry it to us. But every human being the right to belong to a political party. Constitution says you the right thing. So not even they put something there, not notice and they just wipe her off and move about your normal business. Just send them to they keep them as reference. If anything you should go give the police. That's it.
Yeah.
And after which we know they make comments about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So now I'll go to the subject matter with you. Because now they back to the other subject matter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
So
Thank you.
Me get every day. I go club when after the Saturday. It's them call and start. Most people they were attacking. I just looked at laugh. You just play. Because that is when you don't get nothing for offer. The only thing you get for offer are violence. The only thing you get for offer are talking. The only thing you get for offer are abusive language. You can get communication. You disagree to agree without you going vulgar. Without threatening people. But people who are not going to for often that time they do. Yeah, as going to the topic, if you look at Sianama Koma, the guy how Matilda they say, the guy how Mr. Moise they say. We remember Auntie because let your light so shine before men so that they will see your good work and glorify your Father who art in heaven. And our Bible. I don't know if one of the Muslim there. Understand that? That you will left your footprint on the sands of times. I understand you.
Right. Yeah.
You see, if you look at Fatima, you're gonna BBC, the one of BBC, they say they're not getting and and show how forced lady for behave. You disgrace yourself even to the interviewer. She's a lady, she's a woman. Who's gonna give you an handbook of how a woman for behave, how a lady for behave? A successful man has a successful wife. Only so they go, you know what they see me website, Facebook, you go on the page, this and that, say that and that. No. It's not a personal private business that. If you look at Siana Makoma, she behaved like a ladylike. You get class, you get finesse. Understand it? You respect the office because the first thing we get for know is, you get to respect the member of staff within the office and the role the way that they play, they rule, they get rule. And they get to manage you because you don't do that ordinary person again. Are you the laugh? Are you the talk? Are you the eat? They get to manage you because anything you carry the name of Sierra Leone. That's that. Like when you say, you know the president, so we don't know you. Nobody know you. They know you working on the social media platform. Yeah. And this social media platform we use now, you represent what? Media for all. You additionally they represent a salon, so you have to be careful what you do. Because people when they look at you as being a role model. If I say you are the wife of a president. So therefore be careful what you do. Understand it? So never Koroma in place, not go interfere in politics. But then me, say the major thing we will talk about now the husband. Because the Bible says, and I quote back from the Bible says, man, do not give your strength unto a woman. It's biblical, it's not Proverbs. Because the man is the king, the man is the head of the home. So I'm not in place as a wife. So I'm not don't go make speech for Anes Koroma. Anes Koroma, and don't say Anes Koroma will even encourage her. Not so if you need the man to be Allah or the man quiet or the man cool, but the woman not in place. The referee so is not in place. Understand it? It's not in place. Because woman get for not in place. You are a supportive lips, and the man they take decision. Or you can help the man for long and get a conversation on a decision. But if you do a little comparison on the negativity and the good side. Okay, yes, she has a brilliant idea. Say answer for her girls. I respect her for that. I appreciate her for that. Yeah, but you know what? She's going to go give speech Christmas Day. What? Are you gonna become what? The talk of the town? Because it's like strange. Because the first lady they not ever do on one this salon. No most every day they say they make food. Josephine Momo never come. They make like I said in a Momo. They go wait for him man can also can't do it man. Because man can also to president a man a husband. We put daddy can also picking on the president, picking on the daddy. You know what I mean? So, yeah. It's some reality.
Yeah, that's good.
I want to get serious. I mean, you have to differentiate between politics and home affairs. And they're not elect you. You're like supporting the lips of your husband. The cow Matilda say, Koroma was looking for women and children. What they talk about? You know, they will begin posting stuff that, I don't go international conference, ladies, auntie. Can you imagine? You look so cheap. Sorry, I just do a little comparison, something they really pay me. You look so cheap.
So what will they do now? Not do comparison again. Mr. Morris say no do comparison anymore. So we'll kind of like just honor the work of the then first lady. Then we'll give it another day for Madam Bio.
If you look at Siana Makoma, yeah. She lead by example as a mother of a nation. Because when there's crisis, it can address you as a nation, a national figure. So we're not getting no salon for good to again. No put salon force. Remember I make that speech, remember?
Yes.
No put salon force. That's a national call.
Yeah.
You're not beginning to talk about APCSL. You know when this is begin to talk about APCSL one day. It comes as when there is conflict, tension, and they can't get that mama. The way mama put in his face because you know they cost you, because they respect you, because you get love for the woman and picking them. Because that's the role of a first lady for Bilek. The woman for take care of the woman and then picking them. Because the woman issue. She did that as a woman. And they give her credit even to picking them, remember. That free health. She was their champion. And actually, we see put forward, say, the technical you will say, Anes, but you should only for this woman and picking business.
Yeah.
Understand? After next don't give speech, you see to the picking, get injection. I see that.
Yeah.
Understand? She come out like a nice, easygoing person, not to that person forcing. They go all over the place like, I am the first lady, I am the first lady. The tiger not the boast of inside hits you.
Yeah.
When you go out you see, I mean, now the salon now we see more is so no comparison, but the reality, you see first lady work out one will come like a president. So Nayma Koroma where you work around one vehicle and policeman in a woman security 2-3. I don't say we don't go to church. I don't say we go to church. Yeah? But it's a 2-3, the first lady, the suicide yourself. But the first lady, but it's a new one just easy. They talk to people like when I was in the front, one vehicle will be your security. No, that's it. To that big convoy for block traffic.
Yeah.
Oh my days. Yeah? She's that kind of person. We show concern for a nation where they in disarray. For a nation that wants it to be divided. Because they say that is no put saloon first, and I don't remember.
Absolutely.
And they will give the woman and the beginning right. No look at the healthcare. No look at the difficulty to go to. I'm not saying they are perfect. I'm not saying she was perfect. I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
But until they know the common do we get for me and say, hey, see, Nayma Koroma, now I don't do this tomorrow. So you go to his Facebook page, I don't go do that tomorrow. So Nayma Koroma, and do no.
Mm-hmm.
No. And because of that, it will make me feel sorry for myself if I saw a brother. No, look at it, Mama Dandu.
Yes.
Now, Mama Dandu. Because that time, I'm mother at home. Because we papa, we be picking and look say that papa, they rough.
Yeah.
But when Papa can say, I'm in Mama Dandu.
Yeah.
That was who she was. A unifying figure. We not we cut across political boundaries. And I can't really remember how.
Well stated.
And then she was highly educated. 7th level, masters, class, study class, finesse. You have be like you have make you be like that kind of woman day. You understand? You have make your daughter be like, you have make your wife be like that kind of woman day. An example. Get it?
Great example.
We're not forcing. We're not bogus. Bogus means like a show off.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah, like a quiet spoken lady, I remember. Quiet spoken lady.
Yes.
Quiet spoken and a lady indeed.
Absolutely.
And I'm your contribution.
Thank you so much, Mr. Lawrence. Thank you for your time. God bless.
You're welcome.
Yeah. I think one of the things where many, if we're not looking at a partisan for say and not belong to the SLPP or the NGC or the C4C, one thing we can all agree is that she has lived a life of one way worth for emulate. A respect we as a nation, a use in voice to unify we as a nation, a remind we of responsibility as Sierra Leoneans, regardless of you, despite your political affiliation, a remind we during critical time that she is our comforter. That is critical, is significant in any nation when crises arise, in the example of the Ebola epidemic, and the example of where certain thing the way it going to that conference where been they aside with the First Lady of Malawi, where it is say he acknowledged the fact that we just come out from a civil war, but at the same time the world war like again back against it. Together we can do this. In the case of the Ebola epidemic, I love the fact again. I can repeat and again say, in place of being an individual we designed for complements the manifesto of a husband, not to be in front, not to be the speechwriter, not to be the one holding the microphone or the vuvuzela, but rather just be there as that supportive team. It speaks strongly against childhood marriage. They also work tirelessly for make sure say we put an end towards that, campaign endlessly in the interest of women. Everything that they talk about women, not selected few, not the political party, but women of Sierra Leone. They also try to call the attention of not only the government official as in the immediate, as in the ministers or the different ministries, but also they talk about the paramount chiefdom, the how you call them, the paramount chiefdom, as well as the spiritual leaders. He also joined hands with the civil society activists. Beautiful. beautiful, for speak peace, speak national cohesion, you know, like the one they want to name the civil society as in the mastermind, blah, 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 and then the citizen advocacy network. Brilliant, because we should understand that when you hold that type of position by default, because of your husband, everything when you speak power, you speak your word, your utterances is considered as a policy statement. So it is critical that we watch what we say, how we do it, when we do it, and the list goes on. So with that said, I want to tell you plenty thank you. I want play back again this beautiful one where you do again during the time of this presidential election, where he said it been critical. He acknowledged there was critical transition, but yet still. And two things I want to play. The one we're gonna bow, we say we not come by gun, we not come with facts. We just come through the ballot box, and I'm expecting a phone and I do that. And I put Salon first. Those type of encouraging words of design to a unified way as a nation. Beautiful. Make a play then too, and then call it quits. Come back in and give me closing statements, and then we'll call it quits for the day. And I thank you for your patience.
After 10 years of serious work, but with a left begin a power, brother. By the bullet, but we now open our own free position, that is the ballot box. And that's how they come by the I thank God that it is a platform who know the importance of development. Who they have for development? Because our moves are long forward. Because we want to both change. We want the country change. Yes, Samora, Kamara.
And I welcome back. Again, I don't repeat it maybe at least 3 times. I want to make an emphasis on this again. As in a campaign for the candidates where in believe say for takeover from a man, which by default happen to be the political party of his husband, not at any time where he make comparison one with design for disrespect or for bring chaos to another political party, or rather a using voice for remind them of the responsibility as Sierra Leoneans for say, we not come by threats, we not come by the bullets or gun, but rather by the voting box, and that's in the expect from Sierra Leone, and that is vital. And the last one again, I repeat them and repeat them again and again, and then we'll call it quits. And I thank you once again.
Me na the First Lady of the Republic of Sierra Leone, Nayma Koroma. I dey join hand with Mastermind Consortium and Citizens Advocacy Network for send out this message to all Sierra Leoneans. We need for be very peaceful, and we no need for involve in any violence or any action wey go disturb the peace. We need for respect each other's opinion. We all belong to different political party dem. That no mean say we for involve for war or fet. This election very crucial to Sierra Leoneans, in particular the young people. Let we do things peacefully. Let we for elect to leaders them na council, parliament, and the presidency. We all na Sierra Leoneans. We na one family. Let we all put Salone first.
Leaders then a council, parliament, and presidency. They realize say this na a crucial election. It focus on the youths them, the young one them, for let them be peaceful, let them respect each other's opinion. And we see that as a weakness within we community nowadays, respecting each other's opinion, wherein another person will speak highly of this former first lady. You just see big man or big woman and they come, then they attack then come in Sierra Leonean because they compliment this woman of in good work. They go call her all kind name, bad name, thief man, thief woman, all that sad name. That is all part of some of we personality what they display and then place there. So that is part of saying that we cannot respect the opinion of other Sierra Leoneans. That is part of saying that because they are so stick on their political affiliation that they cannot even recognize the good work of that woman. It's rather unfortunate. So it starts with you, the box starts with you as Sierra Leonean. Everybody hold each themselves accountable. What you they use, your words, how you they use them, and then platform there. So you can respectfully disagree with somebody without you not call the name. You can respectfully say, okay, we not belong to the same political party, but try to give credit where it's due. They also make an emphasis again, say no war or no fet. I want to take this opportunity for say thank you, Mrs. Sia Nayma Koroma, for your effort, your sacrifice, where you make towards your husband in time in office. Every pain where you go through, whether not through your husband or through Sierra Leoneans, any degrading statement, derogatory statement that was designed to demeanor you or your personality or try to discredit you. And to take this time on behalf of the peace-loving Sierra Leoneans and Sierra Leoneans as a whole. We love our country. As you have used that office to be a unifier. May God bless you. I want to say sorry for any pain we Sierra Leonean caused you or Sierra Leone caused you because of the love and the passion we get for the country and for your husband. Everything that is designed to speak or mean bad for you and your family, may God turn into goodness for you. Until next time, I want to say plenty thank you to the audience. I want to remind you again of our responsibility as Sierra Leoneans, which is to see that we uphold waiting with the court say green, white, and blue, unity, freedom, and justice for all, not for selected few. We pray that we all go do our own best at the way we know how to see that we stay united, to see that we not frown against somebody because of their tribe, because of their affiliation. Let us remember to be our brother's keeper. Let us remember to use social media for the right reason. And then we choose between constructive criticism and one that is designed to distract us, wherein the effort is to see that then try for now we shy away from things that are designed to bring we together and call things truth to power. I want to tell you plenty thank you again. Anybody who will hurt here we will not intend we are enough forgive we. Once again, in our all we will not read in our chats then today in our equally important as in our know already in this platform. After God, without you, there's no salon for all. Thank you for the love and support. Oh, I've been promising I say I play thing I just almost want to forget. This is not a young man way be actually reach out to me today. So beautiful. When I get up this morning, I think it was the third message where I listened to. I be read through me, text them, not come across. I don't know this man from nowhere, but he shared with me, I guess, in frustration and in gratitude of waiting I did do. Thank you. So I know say there's so many of in a salon where basically they watch and be part of this platform, and appreciating it equally. Now see if I can get standing then they come back. That message in a plan for now, then we'll call it quits. Thank you.
It's never too late. No matter where you're there, you could be somebody. Back in my belly. I'm a back in my belly. Yeah, energy number one, yeah. When you dey flex for make you way, nobody not gonna know your name. When you dey hustle night and day, just for butter you rain and say you not nobody. Mr. Nobody. They call you nobody. You not somebody, baby. Somebody, yeah. Boy, I dey hustle over me, yo. Nobody no be help me with the bones, Some say I go die, oh, but I got them me life, oh. Now I dey smile, oh. Bad man, they sad, oh. They Mr. Nobody, well Mr. Nobody done that to somebody, yeah. They Mr. Nobody, the baby they knock, they call my name, yeah. Me phone the ringo, everybody want jolly, oh, hey. They bella turn polio.
And now welcome back. Now I'll play this one and then we'll call it quits for the night. Thank you.
My sister, sorry for this nonsense feeding people here I want plunge you into. But God go pay them for me. God go pay them. The kind way out of the reduce women in this country not to mere beggars. Sometimes beggars them better pass with self. This make I not hide and tell you. Now you can't say the truth. You can't speak your mind, you can't do anything, you will be harassed by the police or the military. Look, yesterday, I load my transport from Wilberforce to Joey. The one soldier, he load my the front, he did tell the man, say, no, they listen to Adebayo. Say, we get for killing him, now the storm like a fall. Can you imagine that? I said, well, fellow, that's okay, no necessary in here. You see me, they go peacefully there, you they can't obstruct me. Now the problem this whole day, pana. The man say if we can do it, he will beat me. I say, you see beating on my face? I say, but if you know say you know me, what I can do, therefore touch me. Then you will know whether I be or whether I not be. But the man where we can do, I see he go the other way, he no can hear me. And the life this world they live in. The people that you know for tell them truth, you know for criticize them. But when they be there in opposition, they be they criticize woefully, bitterly. Like for Attila, I'm not surprised. Attila, I be for wish me God open your eye, make it see. Yes, we see God lock in your eye, so not for nothing. God knows say this if I open in your eye, he will worship Satan. I know God left and so. He is intelligent, he is this, but oh yeah, actually not to any good example for anybody. Where they think of people that were ungrateful in this world. Attila is one of them. Attila is one of them. So do you, my sister? Don't be intimidated. Then why are not so then turn the wire. They're not good at nothing, not for perpetrate violence, cause mayhem, do all kinds of things of utmost concern for making them look after the country. They're not sabi do one. They know one. Instead now for the go and do all kind of bad things them. Do you, my sister? Continue the good work. Will be you. When I one person will I follow you closely, and your analysis, the way I present you issues them, you will know say na a matured and a responsible somebody we stand for peace na in the work so. Yes. If I know, I can tell you I have learned a lot of things from you. I don't know, see, when somebody hurts you, you know they take that vexation, they go attack them. You they look for a peaceful means for settle everything. That's what you stand for. But whosoever will open a lot against you, speak evil, that bad they will follow them. We not go extend number to in generation because na in the individual na in cause the trouble by you. Whosoever will talk any evil thing about you, na in that thing they go point at. Yes, me na that prayer they get for you, mama. Don't be intimidated. Continue with your work. We stand behind you fervently. Me na a close follower of your program. But by the special grace of God, a day will come in this country where you will see me in person. God bless you. God bless you. Take go to your family. You're picking them and all the one they waiting with you. May God bless them all, yeah?
With that said, Allahumma Ameen, 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 Ameen. What thing I can say, I don't know this man, but may God bless himself. God bless everything where it put in anpa. Islam say, Innama al-sabirin. Allah is sufficient. If the world, all man there for you, God not there for you, not nothing. But if God there for you, all man there against you are everything. And with that said, with God in blessing and the love where He puts in our people their hearts, for now, all love me. I receive all with humility, and I tell you, plenty, thank you, including this man as well. May God bless we all. God bless the Republic of Sierra Leone. As I always pray for now, and I self remember me in prayer. May God protect me and my family. And I thank you so much once again. Now continue for remember we country in prayer. You know, we hold ourselves accountable and with responsibility to that beautiful nation we call Mama Salon. Until next time, it's Na Salon for All, Voice for All, Network Television. I am your host, Khadija Tijan Nabi. Bye.
It's never too late. No matter where you're there, you could be somebody. In my back, in my belly. I'm my back, in my back, in my belly. Yeah, LFG number one, yeah. When you expect from make you way, nobody not gonna know your name. When you hustle night and day, just for butter you pray. They say you not nobody. Mr. Nobody. They call you nobody. You not somebody. Somebody, yeah.
Sorry, I come back because the coach I've been make. I mean, they try for saying in my outside brain. Allah like with that patience. Now that be the try for say before I go to the other one. Where na asbunallah wa ni'mal yakin. So I be the try forgive one and give the meaning behind it and then say the other one, but I cannot like do all at the same time. So once again, I thank you and God bless we all. God bless the Republic of Sierra Leone. God bless the Republic of Sierra Leone. God bless the Republic of Sierra Leone. God bless the United States of America and everywhere we're not finding ourselves as Sierra Leonean. Bye.
It's never too late. No matter where you're there, you could be somebody. In my back, in my belly. I'm my back, in my back, in my belly. Yeah, LFG number one, yeah. When you expect from make you way, nobody not gonna know